What'd you do? Have we not had audio this whole time?
We haven't had audio this whole...
Oh my god,
no.
what's the point of having a chat stream?
Oh. At least we're learning this now.
Yeah.
Have we never had audio?
No. I just...
Hey.
We figured it out.
So, what we're, yeah.
So the debate that apparently has just not been happening this whole time.
It was a good debate, first off.
He says it's still pretty quiet.
I'm getting there.
He's getting there.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
The debate.
Is that a backhand? Oh, oh shit.
No, I think it's clapping.
No, I think it's a back... Oh. You know
I
what?
think-
I
I
think
think
it's
those
a
are two.
double-handed, like
Oh, like a pray?
Like a
Praise up. Praise up.
Fucking fixing.
Fix the stream.
Hey.
This is quality entertainment that our 3 viewers are missing out on right now.
Hey everyone, we're having a debate right now, which we've said 100 times, but we just now got audio working. Are you Team Tangled
Yes.
or Team Frozen?
No.
Okay, let the people make up their own mind. We're having a debate which one is better, because clearly there can only be one. I am arguing... What? No.
You have to pick a side.
You have to pick a side.
This
Team
is a
Tangled,
political stream. You have to pick a side.
Team Tangled or Team Frozen. No bipartisanship.
No bipartisanship.
Team Zootopia. Get
Oh,
that
get
shit
outta
out of
here.
here.
Yo,
Get
Zootopia
outta
is such a
here.
good movie.
No, it isn't.
Out.
I genuinely think Zootopia is a better movie than both of those
Get
movies.
out of here.
No.
I'm with you, KM.
Zootopia.
Or Kim. Or
It's like
Zootopia. Zootopia was a
It's
furry
10
awakening for a
kilometers.
lot of people.
Oh,
though.
kilometers.
Because his name is Miles. So his
Miles per hour.
No.
Anyways,
Zootopia was a furry awakening for a lot of people.
Hey.
So if you're
What's
team,
so
if you're
bad
team
about waking up? What's so
Zootopia, then
bad
you're
about
probably
waking
a
up?
furry. What?
What's so bad about waking up?
It's nothing.
I just didn't think that they had a compelling buddy cop chemistry.
No.
In fact, I would have been fine if there was no bunny, and it was just the fox.
That
Wow.
defeats the whole...
Also, that sloth
defeats
gag
the whole-
is terrible. It is not funny, and it is just.
It was funny in the trailers.
That's how I knew it wasn't gonna be funny.
It
in the
was
movie.
funny in the trailers, and then it was so bad.
That ending button is... that ending button is hilarious.
Maybe next stream.
Also, it was so predictable. I knew exactly who the bad guy was immediately. Are there any other childhood
Is this a
movies that-
spoiler stream, or are we just gonna
Okay.
go full in on
All
spoilers?
I'm gonna say, I didn't want to have to use my checkmate move here, but does Frozen
Please.
or Tangled have Shakira in it?
I think that's a negative.
come
That's a
on.
negative to me.
Yeah.
The fact that she like demanded to be a sexy gazelle, I was like, out. Immediately wrong. That movie didn't need that. Honestly, if you want to watch good Zootopia, just go watch the Caravan Palace music, like Lone Dagger music video. It's just a better version of Zootopia,
I thought you were just gonna say Monsters Inc.
which also is better.
Sing.
I haven't seen Sing.
Better. I like it more than Zootopia.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Danny's triggered.
Whoa. Whoa.
Let's.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I'm totally cool if we just argue over kids' movies.
Miles
all the
per
time.
hour is on my side here.
There's no argument.
No.
Nice.
Let's stop talking about movies. Good, we've been talking about movies.
Yeah, this
silently
is
for
not a
long
movie
time.
stream.
Y'all can't deny that Bunny was thick.
See, that's part of the problem.
If you're not helping, you're part of the problem. Oh.
I'm just saying, what's worse, being a furry or being a furry in denial? Alex.
Whoa! Whoa! Accusations!
You know who doesn't have that problem? Both Frozen and Tangled. So
True.
I don't know.
Don't,
That,
Dan. Don't.
That iguana fucking gets me going.
what is his name?
Pascal.
Pascal? Yeah.
Pascal.
Do you guys ever hear of Pascal's Wager to completely change the topic? So
I think so.
Pascal's Wager is a religious
Yes.
conundrum which says if you have the opportunity to believe in a god or not believe in a god, you should always just believe in the god because then you'll have a guaranteed afterlife. But for those of you wondering why that's dumb logic, it's because it assumes a monotheistic relationship to the religion where God knows if you genuinely believe or not, or doesn't know if you genuinely believe or not. Top 5 Disney movies? Easy. Lilo and Stitch, number 1.
I can't really argue that one. It's
Well,
okay. We
everyone knows that The Great Mouseketeers is just about Pascal Voyager.
It's theism, not philosophy.
Do you guys want to hear a bad opinion?
Uh-huh.
That is mine.
Frozen is good.
Do you want to hear another one?
Pop culture only. Okay.
My favorite Disney movie is definitely Hunchback of Notre Dame.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's a sleeper pick for me, but
I don't really remember much of it.
I would say
Treasure Planet, on the other hand. Treasure Planet, guys.
Treasure Planet's good.
Or
Treasure Planet is so slept on.
what about Brother Bear? I think it's the best of the Phil
I don't know
Collins
if I've
Disney
seen
movies.
Brother Bear.
Brother Bear's good.
Wait, can we? Okay, so I rewatched Tarzan like 2 years ago.
Boo.
It's not good.
Tarzan's bad. I've been saying this for years.
It's literally just a music video.
So good.
It's a Phil Collins music video.
It's a fantastic music video.
Brother
Is
Bear
it?
mega underrated.
Is it?
Yeah.
The music in Tarzan
It's bad.
Yeah, the music's
is
fine.
so much better than Frozen.
No, the music. Oh no.
The music in Tarzan is so good.
Is
No.
good, but it does not. It does not service the story that much.
The only good song,
It's
the
just a
only
good
good song in
soundtrack.
Tarzan is "Trash in the Camp," but that has Rosie O'Donnell in it, so now it's out.
No, that is not the only good song. That is not the only good song.
No.
Music is better than the whole movie. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, but your soundtrack can't be better than the movie. Then that defeats the purpose of the movie.
If Phil Collins literally just released an album that was that soundtrack, amazing album.
Oh, agreed.
But that doesn't make the movie good.
I'm on Dan's camp for this, and I'm trashing this camp.
It's an amazing soundtrack.
I don't think the
say that.
soundtrack would have been what it was without the movie, though.
I think it would have been better.
I don't know if it necessarily
I
would
don't
have been better. I think it would have just been the same.
No, because
Either way, Brother Bear's a better movie.
No, You'll Be in My Heart would have just been another sappy love song if it wasn't.
It kind of already is, though.
Yeah, well, that's Phil Collins for you, but
Why did
but
Phil
in the
Collins and
context-
Randy Newman never do a movie together? That's what I want to know. It's just like long drawn out. Like
Because there's not that much space for gods in Olympus.
Hercules, good movie, good music. Just
Hercules is very
solid.
underrated. Isn't it like one of
No
the
chance,
only
no
like
way,
mainstream?
no
Isn't it like one of the
say
only
I
mainstream
am
like Disney movies to not get like a Broadway thing?
that is correct.
Well, it's
more of a cult classic than a traditional classic.
So the thing with Hercules is, in comparison to like the Greek mythology that it's based on, so bad, so horribly inaccurate in every aspect of that
Hades
movie.
wasn't extremely flamboyant and kind of a good guy?
You mean Danny DeVito wasn't Goat?
Phil.
No, weirdly, that was part of the original Greek text.
Phil was there.
What is? It's not a centaur. It's a
satyr.
satyr. That's
Satyr.
what it is. Yeah. Satyr. I barely know her.
Not good enough.
Oh, I
no.
think it's pretty damn good.
When's the last time
Hercules
you watched
music.
it?
It's good.
Hercules
Meg's
music is
song.
good.
I forget what's Meg's song.
No chance, no way.
Yeah, that's a
I
great
would
song.
say I'm in
Also,
love.
0 to Hero.
Zero to Hero is always a good pump up song, you guys. Always.
What do you think is the most
Every
pop and jam in all of Disney? Like what is
Oh wow.
what is the
dude.
most like yes, this is it.
like I am getting.
I'm getting
Psyched.
swole.
Well, okay, so specifically pump up though.
Sure.
Like if you're gonna go if you're about to start like a 3-mile run.
Yeah, like 3
Yes,
mile run.
actually I agree.
That's a good choice.
I think that's a basic choice.
Yeah, just
I
for the
think
basic-
but
there's
it is a
something
good
else.
choice.
It's a good choice. It's a good choice.
It literally starts with "Let's get down to business."
Yeah.
That's the most pump up I can think of.
Yeah, it just.
What are you like Hawaiian roller coaster ride over here? Like fly away. Sorry, our Hawaiian viewers.
I forgot about Lilo and Stitch.
That movie's amazing. I like the TV show more though.
I feel like I have one in mind.
What
but
about-
I can't think of it.
I'm thinking of like the song
It's true.
the
Mhm.
song
Aladdin's got some solid
that is
stuff.
true.
One step ahead of the lawman. One step ahead of the lawman.
Yeah, the opening number.
I steal.
That's
all
really
I
good.
can
Yeah.
afford.
The
No, the
song-
opening number is the racist number.
Oh,
Arabian
right. I just forget about that one and then assume that
Like
the other one is the
Arabian
opening number.
day.
That one doesn't really open anything though.
It
And then,
opens you up to Agrabah.
I guess, but then like the
there's
the
no
next
idea, right?
song right after that, where it introduces like Aladdin, it introduces the conflict, like it then introduces like everything. So I feel like that's
Apu
the
is an
opening.
underrated character.
What about the song from Moana that Dwayne The Rock Johnson sang? Pretty
There are
popular.
many.
That one's
The
good.
main one where he's like,
That's
I
the
got
only
coconuts.
That's
You're
the only
welcome.
one. That's the
Yeah.
only song I like in that whole. That's the only one I like.
I like.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
you ready for this? You ready for this? I think you know what's coming. Viewers at home, say it with me.
Please don't.
Moana's better than Frozen.
So false! Falsity!
So much better.
That's not even arguable.
I enjoyed Moana way more than Frozen.
That's not even possible.
Oh, viewers are on my side. Moana's better than Frozen.
Damn, I thought I could
Mic
trust
drop.
you. Shit.
Wreck-It Ralph is better than Moana.
Oh.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
No?
Wreck-It Ralph has
Moana
like,
was like
Wreck-It Ralph
cookie
has
cutter.
like 2 good scenes.
You need to rewatch Wreck-It
I
Ralph.
have. The 2 good scenes are in the support group where Bowser is there, and the other one is I like the scene where he like destroys the cake and everyone's sad at him.
No, I think you know what? I will agree with you. I will agree with you that Wreck-It Ralph is better for the sole scene of when he's destroying her car. That scene is like
I agree, Moana's so forgettable.
it's not. It's
What happened in that movie? I think they went to an island. Oh, they went to one island. That was a good island. They went to another island. That was a bad island. Then they went to the very bad island, but plot twist, it's a good island. Now we own the ocean. Yay! Moana felt like the worst version of a Pokemon game I've ever played. So Gen 3 is what I'm saying.
Wow! I am out of here. I'm so done. That's it. Good night, everybody. Stream over.
Don't you dare shit on Ruby, Sapphire,
Don't
or
you
Emerald.
dare. Look, I don't care. I don't care
I
if it's not your
swear.
favorite. Gen 3 does not have to be your favorite. But don't you fucking dare say it's the worst. Don't you
You're right.
fucking dare.
Everyone knows Gen 5 is the worst gen.
Gen 5 is the worst gen. Gen 7's a strong contender. I'm
I'm not familiar enough.
not a fan with Gen 7.
Yeah, I lost
Not a
track
fan.
after 5.
Good reason.
6, they got back on track with 6. Oh, people are very hit or miss with 6. I personally really love 6. I didn't at first. I hated 6 when it first came out. When it was just X and Y, I was like, oh, fuck this, what are they doing? But then...
They made it way harder to Nuzlocke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just... when I actually finally got around to playing Y, solid. I really enjoyed every moment of it.
Now I wanna do a Nuzlocke run.
We should do a Nuzlocke stream.
Let's do a Pokemon stream!
So the way I did it, I would always do it on Emerald, and there was a way that I would do it on my computer that I would set a randomizer on it. So it was a randomized Nuzlocke.
Yeah.
And it
I'm
was
a fan of that.
so much fun. I definitely am going to be doing that again.
We should do that. Let's do a stream of it.
We should definitely. Yeah,
We'll name our party together. If we do
Yeah.
that, we should also play XCOM because you can name the people and we'll just fill it out with people we know. That'd be great.
Oh, what'd you guys think of E3? Did anybody watch E3?
No.
Yeah.
Or hear about E E3?
Here's the thing. I don't like celebrity cameos in video games. I love Keanu Reeves. I'm really loving everything that's happening with Cyberpunk. I was not feeling it when he was Johnny Silverhand in Cyberpunk. I really wasn't feeling it.
I can tell you that one of our
love-
viewers has very strong
I
feelings
know.
of Cyberpunk, has been talking about it for 3 years now.
Look, because I know about the role playing. I read up on the role playing game. I love Keanu Reeves. I love Cyberpunk so much. It just didn't feel right.
I just wonder what you say. That comment wins.
Oh my god.
It just
Honestly-
wasn't feeling. It didn't hit right for me.
Honestly, I wasn't all about it. I was just like, oh, Keanu's in the game. The game just looks awesome. It wasn't a detractor for me. It was just another thing.
Mhm.
That's how I feel about the fact that they're making a third Bill and Ted.
What?
What?
Yeah, they announced that they're making a third Bill and Ted.
With the original cast.
With the original cast.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Keanu can't say no to things, and that other guy doesn't have a job.
So-
Yeah, I don't know what has been happening. Not that I'm against it, but what is this upswing Keanu Reeves been having?
He's not
Like,
sad Keanu
like
anymore.
John Wick, he just made a
I think I know
cameo
what
in
it
that
is.
Netflix movie
No,
where he plays himself, and I'm like, and then
He's-
like, I
yeah.
feel like he's in everything.
He's
and
hitting
I'm
strong.
like,
Well,
what
here's
is
the thing.
happening?
Here's the thing. Is like.
I
With
know, it's
with
ridiculous,
everyone with
Keanu.
all the news about like all of the fucked up celebrities and everything, like
It's just nice to have
no
Keanu.
one has anything bad to say about Keanu. He's just an amazing person
But
and
I
a
feel like
really
there's
fun
a lot
actor.
of celebrities that are just great people.
Well,
There's a lot of celebrities that are shitty people, but I feel like there are a lot of
Probably.
I saw this picture that was like celebrities nobody hates, and it's a lot of like empty chairs, and then just Tom Hanks and Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Which makes me think of that terrible.
Oh,
Like,
I don't know what that comment is referencing.
Wait.
Which part of that is
He
it
said we're
referencing?
terrible
That we're
celebrities?
terrible, or
Did you
is it
say
that
we're
good?
celebrity? He said we're
We're celebrities. Minecraft stream, here we come.
No, we're doing Nuzlocke. I want to do
Okay.
that.
We'll do all of
I
them.
want to do a Minecraft stream too, though.
Guys, we need multiple streams.
Can we do
Yeah.
Can you
We
do
need that
Nuzlocke on
content.
Minecraft?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's
Wait.
Pokemon.
There's a Pokemon. There's a
Mods.
big Pokemon mod on Minecraft.
I have no idea how to do that. I haven't even figured out how to put a skin on my character on Minecraft. So
It's fun. You should.
Mine's
Yeah.
a magic card. 'cause-
Mine was Elmo
Man,
because
you're
like
so in on that
when you
magic card
see-
lore.
when you see an Elmo in like full chain armor, it's just what a sight. What a sight to behold.
I wish I
imagine-
had a good Elmo voice right now because I have so many fun things to say in it.
Wait, let's see who can do the best Elmo.
All right. Yeah. Give us some fun things to say, and we'll have an Elmo off.
Oh, now it's between all of us?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
I don't know my.
What do
You
you
thought
want to
you
hear
were-
Elmo say, Chad?
Yeah. Let's get some lines for Elmo.
Candid Elmo line.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's
Oh,
right.
just Sesame Street in general.
I
do
don't
a-
remember
an
all the
okay
characters.
Bert.
I don't remember them well
Ernie?
enough.
Does Big Bird talk?
I kind of
Big Bird
remember.
does
what-
talk, but it's he's kind of got like a nasally voice.
Yeah, no.
His
Big
mouth
Bird
sounds
is just
like a-
this, and now I'm Big Bird.
He's
Like,
like,
it's
okay.
really,
He's like,
yeah.
okay,
Big Bird's
dang,
not that
Big
hard.
Bird.
Big Bird is just your nose. is
Let's
closed.
hear
Elmo
Elmo
robbing
robbing
a bank.
Alright.
Go ahead, Alex.
Okay. Oh shit. Hold on. No, this is a lot of writing on my part now. Hold on. I gotta come up with
I need
how
to,
Elmo's
I need to
robbing
listen
the
to
bank.
it. Hold on. I need to.
Alright, let's get
I
some-
just need
some-
to.
Yeah,
I just
Listen
need
to
a
the
reference.
original Elmo first.
Because
Okay.
I,
All right.
on my mind, just wants to do Mickey Mouse, and that is not correct.
Are we doing
Let's
a
go
one-liner?
double
Are we doing a one-liner, or are we
I just like it a little bit.
a
We'll
little
spiel.
scene? Maybe you guys are the bankers and I'm Elmo, kind of thing.
That was pretty
Alright,
good.
I got it.
Wow. Wow.
I have like,
Okay.
you know, like the natural pitch or whatever.
Uh-huh.
You can, like, I just have that voice.
All right.
Uh,
I see. I watched a lot of.
this is
Elmo
a
World.
fuck. I already messed up. This is a stick up.
Okay.
Elmo said, "Give me money.
Tickle me with all your money.
Tickle me,
I'm
pig,
literally just
fat
doing
girl."
Mickey Mouse.
No, Mickey Mouse would be more like.
Give me that money, or I'm gonna shoot you.
Put it in the sack.
Put the money in the bag. No, Mr. Noodle, put it in the bag.
Mr. Noodle.
You gotta throw in a Mr. Noodle reference.
Mr. Noodle.
My favorite thing is so the guy who plays Mr. Noodle is a phenomenal character actor. Like genuinely has an amazing career. Won a Tony like for his performances on Broadway. Like amazing human being. Also a really big like gay rights activist before he passed away. But didn't know that he was just Mr. Noodle to me for a long
Yeah.
time. And my favorite part about Jurassic Park 3 is that Mr. Noodle gets eaten by a
What?
T-Rex.
What?
Mr. Noodle, I just remember watching Jurassic Park 2 and being like, is that Mr. Noodle?
No way.
And then all of a sudden I was like, they killed Mr.
I
Noodle!
want to watch this right now. I really want to watch Mr. Noodle getting eaten by. I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling up Mr. Noodle getting eaten. I gotta see it.
Yeah, Jurassic Park 3, he just gets eaten.
Rest in peace, Mr. Noodle.
No, he's a really great guy. And then the thing that always really blew my mind is when they were like, oh, it's like Mr. Noodle's brother, Mr. Noodle!
I mean, they're not wrong. It's the family name.
Yeah.
This, you're just going.
Just going rogue.
Just going.
I'll pull it up and then I'll like situate so that we can all watch it.
Said show Tid.
How do I do it? If I search Mr. Noodle being eaten, will it come up?
Google Mr. Noodle actor and then Google
Okay,
that actor's name.
Okay.
Are you trying to say vid or tits?
Show Tid, please.
Official Crispy Moist. Crisp Moist.
Show Intel Mold. Show Mold.
Mold.
What is happening?
We're getting real spam.
What is it?
Wait.
It's not even showing up as like us having that many viewers. Rich is rating you.
Hi, Rich. Thanks for the raid.
Hi, Rich.
Appreciate it.
Whoever Rich is.
So we're talking about Mr. Noodle from Sesame
Getting a
Street
phone call.
dying in Jurassic Park 3. While you're rating us, are you Team Frozen or Team Tangled or Team Zootopia? You can only be one.
Those are the three camps.
Or Team Wreck-It Ralph. Mr. Noodle
Mr.
Raid!
Noodle Raid!
Woo!
Or are you Mr. Noodle? That's the real important thing.
Yeah, do you guys... fun stuff. Oh, 5 views. That's cool.
Now it spikes up.
Neat.
Wait.
Team Rocket. Yeah.
What about Team Rocket?
They're rating us.
Oh.
If there's anything, this is like when they took over the tower.
The tower.
Just the tower. Or the train. Yeah. Team Rocket. Super cool. What's your favorite Pokemon, Dan?
My favorite Pokemon? Werelord.
Wailord.
Nose pass.
I do like Werelord. The water spout, like, OP.
Alex, what's your favorite Pokemon?
Sceptile.
That's fair.
I do also really like Sandslash.
Sandslash is pretty good. Pretty good.
I did a solo run through Emerald with just a Lanoon because I like Lanoon too.
Lanoon is
You
really
also
cool.
learn Surf.
Do you know what R34 is? Hell yeah.
Was he eaten by T-Rex or Spinosaurus?
I don't know.
Shoot.
Dinosaurs.
Who knows?
Nah, we like Spam. Spam's good. Oh, we're up to 19 viewers from the Spam.
Wow.
Woo, Spam!
Wow.
Keep on rating, boys.
Yeah, keep on spamming. Thanks
that's
for the
fine.
whole,
Spam whatever you
thanks
want.
for the great content.
And Ketchup
What
Rule
else?
34. You act like I haven't looked it up
Yeah.
already.
That's my wallpaper.
Why limit yourself to just Ash Ketchum?
Yeah,
Come on.
seriously.
Come on. Brock? We've been over this in a previous stream where in what is it? Pokemon Masters, the game that's apparently coming out. Brock challenges you to a battle and then just flexes and his shirt explodes off of him and Brock is like fucking shredded. So
All right, if you had to date any of the men from the Pokemon universe,
Brock.
Jesse.
Easy.
He's rich.
Oh, well, Jesse. Jesse's got
No,
a heart
Gary?
of gold.
Giovanni, because that guy gets shit
Oh, come
done.
on.
nobody likes Gary.
Gary's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Gary's a pretty
Giovanni
good
wouldn't care about Gary.
Gary would be a passionate boyfriend.
Gary's an asshole. What do you mean he'd be a passionate boyfriend?
Yeah, you know.
No, Lance. Lance best boy.
Man,
Wally.
dealers,
Wally.
That's a good Pokemon pun. Keep them coming, hentai dealer one. Professor
Oh,
Oak.
maybe in his younger years.
No, he was an idiot in his younger years. That's
Yeah,
canonical.
but like cutely young, an idiot. You know. Do you know how they're cute idiots?
No, I've never heard of a cute idiot.
That means you are one.
Call me.
You call me cute.
I can't wait. Yeah, Mr. Noodle's in this clip. Okay. This is Jurassic Park. I'm just not sure if this is the clip. I'm not going to play the audio just in case.
I've
So
only
Twitch's
seen-
algorithm doesn't mess us up.
I've only seen Jurassic World.
Gymnastic Park.
But this is when Spinosaurus and T-Rex are fighting, and I'm assuming because Mr. Noodle was
This
there
feels like a weird reaction.
that he's
cam.
going to get eaten. Yeah, so for those of you just joining us, we are reacting to Mr. Noodle being eaten by T-Rex. Good stream.
Good stream.
There's just a lot of dinosaurs happening here.
This is the best Jurassic Park.
I've only seen the
Oh.
first one, so.
Oh shoot! I forgot that happened. Spinosaurus just straight up kills T-Rex.
Do you know Bronchiosauruses
like
are
pretty
real?
easily. They are now. They've been
That was the whole
they've
point.
been
re-reeled?
re-reeled. Yeah, no, legit. I learned this in my dinosaur class. They have been re-reeled. They thought that they were real. Brachiosaurus. They thought they were real, right? They had it all like figured out, and then they were like, oh wait, no, this is just a couple parts from a chimera. No, not a Chimaerosaurus. Anyways, another big long necky boy. But then
It looks like they were trying.
more evidence came out, and they were like, oh wait, no, Brontosaurus actually like is a thing, and so now Brontosaurus is real again.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Where's our Russian pride?
I could get my USSR flag.
I don't even know what what are people saying?
There's
Wait, does that crown mean sub to us, or is it just
No.
a sub in general?
No, it means they're a king, a prince.
Oh.
Twitch Prime.
Oh.
What do you guys want us to talk about?
Yeah, welcome to our chat show. What should we talk about?
Yeah, we'll talk Russian pride. Sure.
Russian pride.
What's your best Russia joke, Dan?
My best Russia joke?
Yeah.
My
My best Russia joke is, in America, you have the right to bear arms. In Soviet Russia, you have the right to arm bears.
Classic.
Classic.
I can only think of like the classic one I said in middle school. It's like in Soviet Russia, turntable, turn you.
Yeah. I remember all those.
Russia better than America. I don't know about that, but Frozen is definitely better than Tangled.
Stop.
I thought you were gonna say Frozen's better than
You're
America.
wrong.
Hi, Rich.
Rich is rating. I mean, okay.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventures? I just started watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventures.
Why
We
do
can
we-
absolutely talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventures.
Why do we need
Who do you
to
think
know
is
his-
best JoJo? Best stand? Who's best Joe Bro? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts, Hente Dealer 1.
best Joe bro?
Dude,
Why
Joe
do
Bro's
we
our
need
big
to
fan.
know the troll's YouTube name?
To ban him. Oh.
But this isn't YouTube.
Oh, this is decidedly not YouTube.
This isn't YouTube. What if Twitch just was YouTube?
Stop, I'm trying to read the JoJo Bizarre Adventure comments. I'm surprised. Who owns Twitch?
What?
Microsoft? Who owns Twitch?
Is it Microsoft?
What? No, I don't think so.
Who's our employers? That's what we're asking.
Who's our boss?
Who's on first?
I don't know. Doesn't I don't
Amazon, that's correct.
Oh duh.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
Read the manga! Oh, but it's so long! Is it worth it? Don't lie to me, Hente Dealer. I know what Hammond is, and it's also called Ripple, you dumbass, so fight me.
What? Whoa.
What?
Let's be nice. Ask for Amazon Prime.
Amazon Overlords.
Ooh, yeah.
Please
Get that
prime us
sweet
with your
sponsorship
sweet
deal.
stuff.
You should write a book. you both just looked at me like, are you dumb?
What do you want to write a book on,
I
Daniel?
don't know. Like, you know how a lot of YouTubers are writing a book? Like, we could be
That's
the
because they're
first.
famous.
We could be the first Twitch people to write a book.
I'm sure that's not true. I guarantee Ninja has at least 3 books.
Does Ninja have a book?
How to
Does anyone
Succeed
know
in
if Ninja has a
Fortnite?
Okay.
book? I can't even tell.
Ninja's definitely got like
It is Spider-Man.
hey.
Oh, hey.
Ninja's definitely got
Oh, it's
like
Mr.
a
Bannon. Isn't that a character from
Mr. Bannon?
Spider-Man?
Russian
Bannon?
Pride.
Whose last name is Bannon?
Bruce No, you're thinking of Bruce Banner, aka Hulk?
Damn it.
That's the first thing that I could think. Mr. Bannon, welcome to the stream.
Mr. Bannon, I think we've corralled the raid to the point where now they're just fans. So,
Man, what a smoke.
also, if anything, I'm clearly John Lennon, so
Okay.
The Napoleon Dynamite is accurate.
that is a very accurate assessment.
I'm very disappointed that you haven't made fun of Alex for his looks and just his wardrobe as compared to you attacked us both personally.
What do you guys want to talk about? Tell us.
Yeah, we'll talk about anything.
Bruce Wayne, that's my favorite Hulk.
That's Bannon.
Who do you think is the best Bruce Wayne ever to play it?
The voice actor that does the animated. I'm telling you, man, DC should just stick to the animation.
Kevin Conroy. Kevin Conroy is actually an amazing individual. There's a really great story about after 9/11, he went down and started serving at a soup kitchen, and like he said that like the atmosphere was obviously terrible.
Right.
And one guy was like, "Hey, are you Kevin Conroy?" And he's like, "Yes." And he's like, "You're Batman." And he goes, yeah. And then he's just like, "Will you be Batman for me?" And he did it. And then like the whole like room got real quiet. And all of a sudden the like firefighters were like, "We're getting soup served to us by fucking Batman!" And they start like banging the table. And then they went out and like fought fires for 9/11.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
it's because Kevin Conroy was like, "I'm Batman."
Wow, okay.
Yeah, no, he's an amazing human being.
In a web series that my friend made in high school, I played Batman and Bruce Wayne, so I'd say myself.
Wow.
How's that book coming along?
It's an autobiography.
I don't even think Ben Affleck thinks Ben Affleck was the best Batman.
No, Batfleck so regrets that decision.
I wish they had doubled down on him killing. I'm not against Batman killing people. That doesn't bother me. I think they should have just doubled down and had him kill more people.
Batman not killing wasn't really a thing until the Nolan movies and maybe a couple comics.
Yeah, it's established like sometimes.
Like, it was a character trait in the comics, yeah, but I'm pretty sure those comics were after the Nolan movies.
Also, in the Nolan movies, like, he definitely kills people.
Oh, for sure.
He doesn't, like, explicitly.
He runs over so many people.
He runs over people, they fall, like, from, like, 4 stories, like, I don't know.
Also, there is, like, a whole philosophical argument of, like, does him not killing people kill more people?
Yeah.
Like, there's, like, a whole argument about who the greatest murderer of all history was, and, like, the current, like, running theory is it's the guy who found a way to nitrogize soil, because that led to the agricultural revolution, which directly corresponds to the growth curve of humanity. So they're saying that more people have died as a result of this guy's scientific invention than any other scientific principle ever.
What, died of old age? Like, just because they ate his food and died?
You can't die of old age anymore. No one's been allowed to legally die of old age since the, like, 60s.
What do you mean?
On your death certificate, you have to state a reason. You can't write old age like they used to.
Right.
But
well, now
just
you can be
like
more
heart
specific.
failure or
It's, it's usually like cardiac arrest or something like that.
But, that
makes
But up
sense.
until like the
It is
60s, you could just write old age.
Old age.
Old.
Autopsy.
Autopsy? Old.
Old. This kid died of old age.
No, but okay, so hold on. This guy, right, invented the nitrogen farms or whatever. How does that kill people? Go.
Just because he allowed for more people to live, thus more people died.
The number one cause of death is birth.
That's true.
No.
That's so true, Dom.
No.
Man, we should just give up now.
You're just breaking statistics.
That's literally my job.
That's just like, what is the point? The statistics mean nothing.
Oh, I think our Raiders went on to someone else.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's fair.
Bye bye.
Our algorithm is gonna look so good.
Man.
Yeah, thanks for bringing our viewership up to like 21 Raiders.
I feel like
Hello.
Hi, KM. We're glad you're still here.
Hey man, according to you, or not according to you, you're alone in this chat, but according to our viewer count, we're at 4 viewers. So
I think some of them kind of liked us. Or we're lacking.
I think they'll stay. They always come back. I think Hentai
they'll rate us again.
I think Hentai, whatever number 1, was having a good time.
Yeah.
At least, like, I see Raiders do it to be annoying, but they looked like they were having fun with it, you know? Like they were enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't. That's not a hill I'd die on.
hey, you're fighting. I want you to personally intimidate every other viewer so that they leave. So that way we can have some alone time. KM.
Alone time.
Good stuff. How's that book coming along?
You know, it's a work in progress.
Is it a tell-all about being Batman?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is actually true though. Like there's the pilot for it that I think I still have the link to, where I just played Batman and I just wrote a lot of jokes for myself that weren't funny, and the whole time I do the I'm Batman.
Peak of comedy.
Yeah. He kept wanting to make it just like he was a friend of mine that was like really into Justice League, so he just wanted to make a Justice League pilot, and he got me to play Batman, and I just kept trying to make
out
it
of
funny.
the entire Justice League, I would not cast you as Batman.
But I was like, "Sup, it's me, Batman." I had the full costume and everything with like the pecs. And
What do you think Dan would be in the
Green
Justice League?
Lantern.
I was in the Justice.
I
I would
could
be
see-
Flash. I'd definitely be
You
Flash.
definitely would not be Flash.
What?
This kid would be Flash.
Okay, well, I think we both would fill that Flash spot. Alex would get it over me, but I would be in
I
that
don't know.
Flash.
I'm
spot.
not sure what leg you're trying to stand on right
I would
now.
be in the callbacks for Flash, and Alex would get it.
I'm not. I was just trying to cast Dan, not trying to cast all of us and then outcast
Yeah, that's
Dan.
what I was saying. If we're in
I
our
think
own
Dan,
separate universes.
I think Dan would like it, the best fit. I think it would be Green Lantern, in my opinion.
I don't wear rings.
So
Dan is Alfred.
Yo, I would 100% do that.
That's a pretty good cast.
Wait,
Alfred.
who's dumb? Who's dumb?
Yeah,
I'm
you're
either,
young Alfred.
I'm either like political Green Arrow, so not like Stephen Bell,
Right, right.
but like blondie, like full beard,
Uh-huh.
or maybe Martian Manhunter, kind of angry, kind of sassy,
I can kind of see Martian Manhunter maybe.
afraid of fire.
No.
Yo, I would love to be Alfred.
Alfred is clearly the best person in any Batman.
Master Wayne.
They're making an Alfred movie. Did you see
I
that?
thought it was a. Oh wait, it is a movie.
It's
yeah.
an Alfred. It's just
Yeah,
Alfred.
I thought it was a show, but yeah, Alfred movie. It actually looks pretty good.
Before
I do hope
actor?
it is canonical with the Joker movie though. I want them to like.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there is an Alfred movie in the works.
When does Robert Pattinson's Batman show up? Like, what is that lined up
Who
for?
knows? Who knows?
That's not lined up for any specific movie, is it?
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
So are they ditching the currently established Justice League universe?
It's
They're
gone.
just
They
kind of
wiped
getting
it.
rid of
They're
that.
getting rid of
Are they
Black
doing
Adam.
more Aquaman, or are they just getting rid of it or Wonder Woman, or are they just getting?
That
rid
was
of
already in
it?
production, so they're finishing that up.
So they're just doing the one more Wonder Woman.
I think so.
Probably done with that.
It depends how much.
Because while I didn't think Wonder Woman was that great, I think Gal Gadot is a pretty good Wonder Woman.
No, she is a good job. I've never been more mad at a movie for not understanding its own morals than watching Wonder Woman. Because the first 2/3 of that movie are phenomenal, and the last third of the movie, it's like they didn't read the script for the first two parts of the movie.
It's like the whole movie is about her learning that there's badness in everyone, and then it's like, nope, psych, I'm the god of badness, and I'm doing all the spooky shit.
Yeah.
And then that was it, and it totally ruined the entire.
And then they're like, oh, so 2
Hey,
months of that movie.
Cam, please. Cam, please.
No, he's serious. That is not an ironic joke. That's
Cam,
real.
please.
He's gonna argue. I guarantee the words "director's cut" are gonna come up here in a second because we have this conversation too frequently where the words "director's cut" gets thrown up. Speaking of DC movies that are the best, we just celebrated the 10th. I rest my case.
Wow. I think
he.
he hit enter and then immediately heard you say director's
Stream
cut.
lag, baby. Great. No, we just celebrated the 10-year anniversary of my favorite DC movie, Watchmen.
Aren't they doing a new one or something with that?
They're making a TV series that's
Right.
a sequel to the comic that's independent of the actual sequel to the comic. Because the actual sequel to the comic has the Justice League in it, so.
Oh, and they
But it
don't
actually
want that.
looks.
And it's on HBO, right?
It looks very HBO.
Who directed that movie?
Zack Snyder.
Snyder?
It was in between. Guess
That was
what
when
two
he was-
movies?
That was when he kind of knew what he was doing.
It was in between 300 and Sucker Punch.
Oh my god, Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch. Oh my god. That movie. Oh my god. I can't believe that movie.
It's stylized, Dan.
No, it's trash.
Trash.
It's hot garbage.
The best thing that could be is a Phil Collins music video.
What do you
Underrated
think?
Classic.
Is Wreck-It Ralph better than Sucker Punch?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
What is
yes,
that?
yes,
What?
that's another good.
I
No,
thought
just
we were
went-
on the camp of Wreck-It Ralph being good here.
Oh, it is good.
Yeah. Dan.
Sucker Punch. It's a tough one. I didn't understand the whole, just very simple things like sneaking into an office, but that's a metaphor, and now it's fighting robots on a train,
That's all just about the lobotomy.
which is so fucking
It's pretty close,
contrived.
but Wreck-It Ralph is way better.
It is pretty
Agreed.
close.
Agreed.
Wreck-It Ralph is better than Sucker Punch. I will go down there on record saying that.
It's pretty controversial.
Yeah.
One day you're gonna be running for president, and they're like, is it true? 2019, you said Wreck-It Ralph is better than Sucker Punch?
No, I never said that.
No, but
Well,
like,
we have the tapes.
my economic policy. No.
Ooh, unfortunately, your stream mates ratted you out and have video evidence of you saying just that.
Fellas,
We sold it to TMZ 3000.
what does TMZ stand for?
Too much Z.
Too much Zoom.
Doesn't it stand for like TV magazine? That's not what it's
Probably.
That's not a bad guess.
Yeah.
But then wouldn't it be TVMZ?
No, because they're dumb.
Oh, it's television magazine.
Why is TLC the Learning Channel?
Yeah, well, you learn a lot about humanity on TLC.
What Warcraft movie?
The one that already came
Oh
out?
yeah, the one about World of Warcraft that like just kind of completely just flew under the radar and like was no one cared. Like everyone was like, "Oh my god, they're making a World of Warcraft movie." And then like it came out and people were like, "Wah."
Suicide Squad. Oh my gosh, I
Now
saw
you're
that in
just saying
theaters
things.
and.
No, we have a poster of it in our house.
Okay,
Oh my
Suicide
God.
Squad. Suicide Squad could have been good. Suicide Squad
Oh, I
could have
agree.
been good.
It's the greatest
A-
movie that wasn't.
A,
Oh.
if they spent the time to write it. B, if they just narrowed the cast down to just be Harley Quinn, Deadshot, and Diablo.
Mm.
I disagree with that, but continue.
And C, if they just got not a monkey to edit the movie.
Well, by monkey, do you mean Trailer House Studio? Did you ever hear the
Yes.
plot of the story of that? So it was
Exactly. I was just going to say that, KM. So basically, you're saying if they made everything better, it would be better.
Or, as I like to say, I have that same shirt, but it's purple and it's pants.
Yeah.
Deadshot, Harley Quinn, and Diablo are all good.
No.
They're
No.
all fine characters. The problem is that they didn't decide on a tone, and they were trying to write the movie based on the tone, and not writing a tone for the movie.
I think they made Harley Quinn very bad as well.
I also disagree. I dislike their representation of Harley Quinn, and I think that it was a huge disservice to not show the relationship as it's intended to be shown, which is abusive. Because the Joker as a lover is not a side of the Joker that I think is an appropriate representation
No.
of media.
So I knew about like Harley Quinn.
Killer
And,
Croc.
I knew about Harley Quinn and the Joker's relationship, like in the comics and stuff like that. Right? It's a pretty
Yep.
well-known abusive relationship.
Very abusive.
And then I went and saw Suicide Squad in theaters with my girlfriend at the time, and we come out of it, and she's like, I love the relationship between
Oh.
Harley Quinn and Joker, and I'm like, no!
I will say they definitely the relationship is bad. I just like the character.
Of Harley Quinn?
Yeah.
Oh, I like the character.
And I
of
think
Harley Quinn.
Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn is like really good.
I thought she did a good job. I dislike the way they interpreted it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I think they just.
I'm a traditionalist with my Harley Quinn, though, if we're being honest.
She wasn't crazy.
Hey, please.
Well, so I remember seeing part of a video essay a while ago.
Who was it?
I don't remember at all. But they talked about.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
They talked about how, like, she completely contradicts herself, or like what they establish for her in, like, the same scene, even sometimes.
Yeah.
Where it's like, she's this crazy, dangerous girl who's, like, you know, super. Oh, I remember what it was. They were saying, yeah, she's, like, super dangerous and, like, kills people and, like, she's crazy and unpredictable. And she's crazy and dangerous because she's not afraid to die. They said something like that. And then there's the part where Batman is like busting
Yeah.
the Joker's like car and she's in it and she's like screaming and terrified and can't get out and then can't swim and like not dangerous at all and like goes down in one punch and all. It was like I don't remember what the video essay put it better than I can, but basically they were saying like they said this is how she is and then immediately just contradicted that completely.
Well, if you guys ever want what I consider to be the crowning achievement of all video essays ever, watch, there's a YouTube channel called Folding Ideas. There's a guy who runs it named Dan.
Yes.
His 1 hour review of Suicide Squad is so good. I've watched it like 3 times.
Oh wow.
It talks about like the editing mishaps and it, like all the like great things of we only review
We're
video
going to
essays.
review video essays.
It is a great video. The
it's
thing
really
is,
good.
I might have seen
they
it.
wrote the movie in like 6 weeks. They
Feels like it.
put
Yeah.
like
That's
because
6
they're
weeks
like
more
all
than it
right.
felt like.
Yeah.
They're like, and then they had to go back and reshoot it all because
It didn't test well.
because obviously it didn't test well because you wrote it in 6 weeks.
Also,
And then when you go back and then you just fix the parts that didn't work, but that doesn't mean that the newer parts you put in are gonna work with.
well, also the
Yeah.
whole thing of like they had the main cut of it and it tested fine, not great but fine, and then they released the trailer and the trailer like did gangbusters. So they had the trailer studio take a shot at editing it, and then that version didn't work in testing. So they scissored the two together. That was a poor choice of words. They cut the two together, and that one tested worse than both of the original 2 cuts, and they just said, fuck it, went with the last cut of the movie. And that's what we saw, essentially. The trailers were really good. That wasn't the tone of the movie is the problem. That wasn't the movie they shot, so they didn't have any right to...
The problem now is that you can make the trailer cutting houses have gotten too good at cutting trailers that you can make any movie look good.
Yeah.
And because it's just a whole separate art. Like literally in terms of like film, like there are editors that are specifically like I just want to edit trailers and that's just what they do for their job is literally just like that's just a concentration that you can go in is to just edit trailers.
Yeah.
So like it's become that own art like the same way that like so they're just too good at it that now you can't really take a lot of trailers for face value.
Yeah. Yeah.
And because they're all separated now and that they're like really into like this is the art of it, that's why they're showing so much in these trailers because it's those trailer makers taking ownership of the other movies.
You want to hear something super cool? I went to a advertising conference and Universal was one of the presenters, and they have built an algorithm that just makes trailers. So they just run the whole movie through it and it'll spit out 3 versions of the trailer, and it just knows that like if you're like an action movie person, it'll show you this trailer automatically, and like the way it'll do that is like it knows that you need explosions at the here, here, and here in order to do it. So if the movie has 3 explosions, it'll slot them in appropriately. And then it'll be like, but I know this person needs more of a plot line, so it'll have more of like the villain's plot will show up more in the trailer, and it algorithmically and programmatically generates trailers from the whole cut of a movie based on.
I want to see that in
I don't-
action.
It can't be
That
that
sounds
clean.
Not yet,
I think it's-
but
I
they're
think-
developing that kind of
Yeah,
technology.
I think if they have that algorithm and then it spits it out and then they clean it up, I believe
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
No, that is
Yeah.
where it is now.
Yeah.
But eventually, like the future state of it is that it will just automatically like pre-roll like your.
If they
YouTube
actually
video.
do that, they wouldn't need trailer because literally, like, if say there's like just like you have a YouTube ad for your trailer, you don't even need to cut the trailer at that point. You just submit it to YouTube. Like, here's my movie, and then like if it knows like it's gonna do this and it has so many already there, then it just does it same way that like we're tracked in social media with stuff with what it's gonna show us if it tracks it specifically for that.
I'm a huge fan of these like AI written sketches and AI written movies. I think they're super neat.
I would do it.
Yeah, you want to do
I
it?
feel like I always see a lot of like bits or not bits like memes that are like the thing wrote this.
Yeah.
But like I know
no,
most
those
of
are
those
fake.
aren't true.
Yeah, not real.
Not that they're not funny. I'm sure like the
Mhm.
first one was real, but then
Exactly. And then it became a format.
Like the Seinfeld one, I'm sure was like I think one of the first ones I saw. I'm like, that could be.
Yeah, that might have been the first one I saw too.
But
Which is weird because I don't watch Seinfeld.
you ever see the movie AI? It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, with the little boy.
When you said AI, I thought you said I like the main character from Super Monkey Ball. Whose name is spelled AI.
Yes, the movie AI. Wow, that movie. I had to watch that movie for a class.
AI is better than Sucker Punch because AI has something to say. It has too many things to say. Sucker Punch has nothing to say.
Yeah.
Can we just, our whole stream just be comparing movies to Sucker Punch?
Is it better than Sucker Punch?
I mean,
that's going to be such an easy list,
should
though.
the stream? Well, yeah. Should the stream just be trying to find the lowest? Should the stream be trying to find the lowest?
Manos, Hands of Fate.
No, they're definitely movies worse than Sucker Punch.
You guys gotta brush up your Mystery 3000.
Oh, I can't sit through Mystery Science Theater 3000.
I can't either.
I
agree. We should have a rank system where instead of like 1 to 10, we'll all rate.
Sucker Punch to Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah. On a scale we'll find other endpoints.
Okay, no.
Well, like Wreck-It Ralph is like a good 6.
Get
you know
out.
what I mean? Like.
There's no way Frozen's at the top.
Okay,
no
wait. Can we all objectively just come up with like what we all think is a really good movie?
Alright, say it on the count of 3. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
American
Rim.
Chance of Meatballs.
Okay, what did you say, Dom?
American Beauty. It's my favorite movie.
Yeah, right.
American Beauty is really good. It's just hard now.
What do you mean? Dan, you don't like that peak 90s cynicism? Oh, because of Kevin Spacey.
Yes!
Yeah. Oh,
I love how you're like, oh wow, you've gotten hardened to the themes of the movie.
What? The classic idea of struggling with one's sexuality.
Was Cam participating and he said Sucker Punch when we were all saying our peak movies?
I love you, Cam.
Yeah.
No, American Beauty is
I think
number like 15th on my top 25.
Wow.
I mean, that's fair. It's my favorite movie of all time. So,
do you have a favorite movie of all time?
I have a top.
Yes and no. I have one that I answer that question to, but I am not decisive. I'm not decisive enough to really say it's my favorite. But
yeah, it's a good choice.
It's the one that I said when we counted off, which is Pacific Rim.
Pacific
The
Rim.
first Pacific Rim is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Second favorite movie of all time. Probably Mr. Nobody, but my third favorite movie of all time. So good. But my third favorite movie of all time is, I think, it's called Holy Motors. It's a French movie. I've seen it like twice. I still have no idea what it's about, but it's amazing. It's a movie about making movies, but it's not a movie about making movies in like the Hollywood sense. It's like allegorically about making movies. Yeah. It's great. It's beautiful.
KM, I haven't seen Blade Runner 2049, but I want to watch it. A, because I love Denis Villeneuve, however you say his last name. Ryan Gosling is cool. I just watched Drive for the first time, and that movie blew me away with how great it is, and I'm getting similar vibes from it.
No, that one's called Rubber.
And Rubber's such a good movie.
Rubber is a really good movie.
Okay,
that opening monologue is phenomenal. Why in E.T. why is the alien brown? No fucking reason.
So do you know the opening shot where it's all just the chairs, right? I was watching that movie, and that shot comes up, and I see the chairs, and I see the car, and I'm just like, wouldn't it be funny if the car just swerved around and knocked all the chairs over? And then that happened. I was like, holy shit!
We're in for
that's
a ride.
Never happened before that I've said something dumb that'd be like funny if that would happen, and then it happens.
And then he climbs out of the trunk and does a monologue to the screen. It's so good. Rubber is amazing.
Everybody go watch Rubber.
I'm glad you like Drive. Have you guys seen
good.
Drive?
Uh-huh.
Drive is so I've been listening to the soundtrack just in my car, like driving around, because it's an amazing soundtrack. Cliff Martinez, mwah. But no, you should really watch it. It's
I have a question. Did you feel like Baby Driver was only half a movie? Because, like, don't get me wrong, I think it was really good and I think it was very intentional. But I feel like I watched it and then I was like, well, where's the other half of this movie? Like, I felt like we ended at the climax.
Huh.
I don't
don't
so.
think I really felt that.
Oh,
Maybe if I rewatched it with that in mind, I'd see what you're talking about. But no, I never
don't think
thought
so. The only main flaw with that movie is just Edgar Wright's inability to have developed female characters. But other which is bad, but
Baby Driver, yeah. So
but it's such a good
that was the
style.
first.
It is a good style.
It is a really good style. That was
Yeah.
the first movie that I remember watching and thinking, "Oh, this is what amazing editing is."
Yeah, and
Like this is when people say, "Oh, the editing of that movie is really good." I get it now.
That's how I
Do you
feel
know
about
how they-
Scott Pilgrim, though.
Do you know how they
True,
did? Do you know how
true.
they did the editing for Baby Driver? So
Mm-mm.
I mean, Edgar Wright, he's very music oriented about it.
Right.
Yes, Hot Fuzz is my favorite Edgar Wright movie.
Oh,
But-
Hot Fuzz
Edgar
is
Wright
so good.
Yes, it's so good.
Did he do all three of them or just Hot Fuzz?
He did Hot. What do you mean all three?
The trilogy, the
trilogy,
Shaun
the-
of the Dead, Hot
Oh,
Fuzz,
Oh yeah, that's
and
his trilogy.
Oh, that I didn't.
Yeah, that's his trilogy.
yeah.
I don't. I think Scott Pilgrim is great. I think it is appropriately rated.
Oh,
I think all the
Scott
people.
Pilgrim is not underrated.
Yeah.
People fucking love Scott
Yeah.
Pilgrim.
Yeah,
Cornetto
Andy
people-
Wickman.
Oh,
Yeah.
there goes.
It is definitely not
Hot
underrated.
Fuzz is very good. I think I do like Shaun of the Dead more. I think it's just because I saw it first.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
My version.
World's
I
End
go,
is definitely the weakest of the three.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I go Hot Fuzz, Scott Pilgrim, Baby Driver, Shaun of the Dead, World's End
Mm.
is my order. But
Mm.
What were you saying about how he did?
oh,
Baby
so the
Driver?
way we're back. So the way they did that is so he had the music, like he already knew what music
Right.
he wanted for it. So they would literally be filming during the day, and they'd be giving the hot cards to editors, and they'd be live editing it. So by the time they're halfway through the day, they'd watch the edit and be like, "Oh, we should get like this shot and this shot and this shot," and
Oh
then
my
like
God.
by the end of like the day, like have obviously not like the final cut done, but
Right.
like the idea of what the
Yeah.
edited scene
Wow.
looks like.
Wow.
Like that's how like oriented he is to like editing and music and like camera
That's
like
crazy.
motion. Like
yeah.
So, I've heard a common complaint.
What
I don't
about
want to talk about
Ant-Man?
Ant-Man.
What, the editing of Ant-Man?
No. I just didn't like Ant-Man in general.
I liked
Oh,
Ant-Man.
I like
I thought it was
Ant-Man.
fun. I thought
Yeah.
Ant-Man was exactly what it wanted to be, and I respected it for that.
I
I
think
also
Ant-Man-
am very biased towards disliking superhero movies.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Just because they aren't my cup of tea.
I think with Ant-Man, similar to how when Ant-Man is very small and then grows to be very large, it kind of came out of nowhere and everyone was like, "Whoa, what is this?" And then they were like, "Oh." I mean, like, don't get me wrong, it was a Marvel movie. Everyone was like, "Oh, okay, it's going to be another big Marvel movie, sure." But like, so many people, I remember before Ant-Man came out, so many people were just like,
pause,
"What is
pause.
this?"
I'm sorry, pause. I thought when you were talking about when he literally grows big. Because
No,
he's
I was-
Ant-Man.
No, I was
That's not what you're talking
I was
about.
using that as a simile to what actually happened in terms of reception.
Until they fired him off. Until they fired
It
him off.
was
of
a
his character.
Ant-Man
simile.
got big and came out of nowhere. Like, yeah, that's the point of Ant-Man's
Okay,
powers.
all right.
Who was surprised by this?
If Edgar Wright stayed, if they kept Edgar Wright on for Ant-Man, I think it would have been so much better
It was fine.
because it didn't have that attention to detail that Edgar Wright brings.
I've heard a common complaint though is that Edgar Wright has poisoned an entire generation of film students.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's terrible.
Okay.
Like anyone that wants to do a comedic film, it's exactly Edgar Wright.
Oh
Like,
no.
Like
all just Hot
I
Fuzz.
started to do that when I was like started to get into him. I was like, yeah, all about this.
This is humor. This is comedy. Edit.
But I think
Direct.
I think
Yeah,
because
they
right
do.
now, because film students are intrinsically dumb, having been one and been around a lot of them, I think it's also just with like a lot of artists in general. Like when you start something, they
Sure.
tend to imitate more than learn,
Mm-hmm.
and the problem is that they're all imitating instead of learning. Instead of learning from Edgar Wright.
They don't know what it takes. They
What
just
do you
know what made
What do you
it.
think there is to learn from Edgar Wright?
It's literally visual storytelling.
Mhm.
That's what he's good at is visual storytelling, because a lot of comedic films, at least now, the reason why Edgar Wright stands out so much is because comedic films now are characters standing around and doing loose improv.
Mm.
they're not implementing sound, camera movement, and editing to facilitate a joke or help a joke. Like things like Bridesmaid, like Cock Blocker, like movies like that.
All
like
that recent
none
stuff.
of the elements of film are actually contributing to the joke. Just the characters saying their lines and like acting it out.
Yeah.
That's true. Like as comedians,
I just get it from most of that I just got from a series of video essays that I watched about it, and then I just re-ingested and spew it out as if it was my own opinion.
Yeah,
no,
but
those are good points. No, I mean it's true. I like.
Game night is really good. I think it's a little overhyped, but game night is really good.
Is it overhyped because it's the first one to be like that again, to show visual storytelling? That kind of?
KM caught the theme of tonight.
Yeah,
we are going back to video essay reviews.
Yeah. No,
We're gonna have to start citing ourselves.
No, I think game night. I think game night's really good. It's a really funny
Doobly-Doo.
movie, but everyone was talking about it, or at least in my friend group, everyone was talking about it like it was like God descending. Everyone talked about game night like it was God descending from the heavens.
Yeah.
And it's like the comedy we needed. And I'm like,
Really?
no. It's a good movie.
Yeah, I heard people saying that it was good, but I didn't hear people saying that like, oh my god, this was amazing. This is exactly what needed to happen.
when you go to film school and you're
But
around just film majors all the time, people talk about movies in extremes a lot.
Yeah.
That's mean.
But yeah, no, game night is really good.
So
Doobly-doo.
the term doobly-doo actually was coined a long time ago, in like 2008, by Wheezy Waiter,
Okay.
who was the first person to use the term doobly-doo. He was a very big vlog streamer before it was like vlogging, and his edits were still a little bit more intensive than vlog streamers are nowadays. But he termed the coin doobly-doo, and then he was such an influential member of the early YouTube community that it just became the unofficial name. So whenever somebody says doobly-doo, even if they don't know it, they're referring to his coinage of the term.
Okay, I kind of figured that was a reference that he got it from.
Because there's multiple streamers I watch that all
Matt
say
Colville's the only one that I
doobly-doo.
know that says that.
Yeah, what the fuck is doobly-doo?
So
I agree.
doobly-doo is
The comment section.
It's
the description
it's
section. Excuse me.
the description part of YouTube where they put things like their links or their social media or their Patreon now. Down in the doobly-doo.
Exactly.
That term comes from a guy named Wheezy Waiter who was a very famous YouTuber back in the height of like Equals 3, that era.
Man, I miss Equals 3.
He left to be a bad like comedic songwriter.
Most of the YouTubers of that era.
Your favorite Martian had some bangers.
Sure, it did, but like not enough that it was like hitting Equals 3. That's
because it's hard to.
Doobly-doo is popular with a lot of the like review, like a lot of video essay people use it. There's a guy named Mother's Basement who's really big. He's kind of like, I would say probably like one of the anime streamers. When he talks about like reviewing it, he says doobly-doo. The old PBS Idea channel said doobly-doo.
Wow.
So it's just a common YouTube vernacular for like, look at the link section of the video.
The description.
It's a YouTube thing, not a Twitch thing.
Yeah.
Two Twitch people.
Wow.
Anyways. Yeah, so Edgar Wright, cool dude.
Yeah, he just got to work on writing women. I didn't think it was like that bad in Baby Driver, but it is noticeable. It's mostly But
Dan, what is your current favorite movie of all time? Did you say that already? Or?
My favorite movie is still Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Genuinely?
Yes.
How
genuinely?
Can you elaborate?
It's a really good movie.
Not so.
It's Phil Lord and Christopher Miller's.
Christopher Nolan. I would watch that movie
because they went on to make like 21 Jump Street and the Lego Movie. And
very good.
The Lego Movie is fantastic.
Yes, I hope you're talking about Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
I think he is.
The characters in it are just amazing, amazingly relatable. The voice cast is amazing. Bill Hader, Anna Faris, Mr. T. I don't know why I'm blanking on everyone else. James Caan, Neil Patrick Harris as the monkey. Yeah, it's most of the cast.
Here's this might be an unpopular opinion. I really like Neil Patrick Harris, but the more things I see him in, the less I like him. And like, not because he's doing a bad job.
That's the second one. They relied a little bit more on puns in the second one. The second one's a fine movie, but the first one, they focused more on character comedy. There are still some puns in there, but not to the point that it's overbearing.
I don't know.
It is better than Wreck-It Ralph. Sorry.
What, the second one?
No, the first one.
Is the second one better than Wreck-It Ralph?
No.
Okay.
The second one's not that good of a movie.
Okay. That's
Just
fair.
Steve
Somebody
Jobs.
clipped something. Who clipped our stream? What's our clip?
What's our
clip?
Now. We'll watch it afterwards. It'll
Yeah.
pop up.
Who clipped us?
Who clippy clip?
I'm
Clip
curious.
clop.
It's probably when he got called out for what'd you call him out for?
With the director's
you better
cut.
not say the director's
The
cut.
director's cut. That was good. I don't know. I think we have a few. Oh, well, now there's a clip.
Oh no, they're
most
clipping us.
likely of me calling us out for having
What
clips.
would you clip for? What's going on?
All of our clips just.
All right,
talking
I
about
see
us
how it
clipping
is.
our- Damn.
We're just gonna get in a clip cycle of him clipping us clipping.
Yeah, we should play the clips on our stream, and then you can clip that clip, and just see how many layers we can get into.
Oh man.
Wouldn't that be a fun
Sorry,
time?
I think I was interrupting you earlier.
About what?
I don't know.
No. We're here now.
Well,
But
Welcome to our stream.
Cloudy is like genuinely my
Yeah.
my favorite movie.
That's a good one.
What I say is probably what I think the best movie is my second favorite,
Okay.
which is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless
Oh,
Mind.
amazing movie. I think that's. I genuinely, and I mean this earnestly, I think you should not be allowed to marry a person until you've watched that movie with them and see how they react to it. I genuinely, I don't mean that as like a joke, haha. I mean like you literally.
That's
I think
the
you need
requirement.
to sit down and watch that movie with the other person and be like, what did you think? And if they can't have an intelligent, meaningful conversation, don't marry them.
Do you
What
know-
if you also can't have an intelligent?
Then you
meaningful
don't-
conversation? Maybe the two of
Not
you are
everyone's
for
meant to
each
get
other.
married.
Do you know
Maybe.
what movie my current girlfriend and I watched on our second date?
What would that be?
Eternal
Borat.
Sunshine of the Spotless
There you go.
I know.
You've already got that
And
box
she was
checked.
about it, and I was like, that's a good sign.
Yeah, no.
And
I
we've
think you
been
can watch it
dating
at
ever
any point in the relationship.
since.
but
Don't
I
marry
just-
yourself. Yes.
Why not?
Yeah, you can't watch the movie by yourself.
I'm down to marry
But,
myself.
No, I genuinely do think that at any point you need to watch that movie before you get married.
It's like
If I ran the zoo.
the acting in it is fantastic. Like Jim Carrey, he's hit or
Phenomenal.
miss sometimes, but like he's amazing in that. Him alongside
Mhm.
Kate Winslet.
Yep.
Like, and then even like the whole side plot
Oh,
Like-
it's like
it's
yeah.
and the cinematography and the editing and the effects, especially like for the time and for
Mhm.
how low budget that movie was.
It still holds up.
It's like
That's
incredible.
That's the guy who did Adaptation, right?
Yes, it's why am I
That also is an amazing movie. Adaptation. Have you ever
Yes.
seen it?
No.
well, 'cause
Amazing.
it's written
So good.
it's
Nick
still
Cage
written by
playing
uh,
himself and his twin.
Andy
Charlie Kaufman.
Charlie Kaufman.
Charlie Kaufman wrote both.
Adaptation
Of them.
is so good.
Yeah, adaptation is amazing.
Yeah.
Why am I blanking on who directed Eternal Sunshine? That's
Eternal
why.
Sunshine is.
I
gotta
feel
use
like
the bathroom. There are movies that are just objectively like this is a good movie. Like I've never seen anyone complain about Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah, Michelle Gondry.
Mm.
Yeah, like
I feel like
it's just
500 Days pretty good too.
of summer.
Yeah. I think people have taken the movie the wrong way, but the movie itself is a good movie. I feel like it was just a
I've
load
had
of
this
a lot.
argument.
No,
I've
please.
had this argument so many times.
No, please.
I will say, the last 20 minutes of 500 Days of Summer is really good. The last 20 minutes is really good. Everything that movie says in the last 20 minutes,
Mhm.
I think is really good.
Okay.
But everything leading up to that last 20 minutes is just going let it, acting like a bitch
Yeah.
and complaining the whole time.
I think that's the point, though. No, but like genuinely. I
But
think-
that's more of a statement than it is a good movie.
Sure.
like, I don't know. Like, and I think a lot of people
That's a
take
perfectly
it.
fine opinion.
I think a lot of people take it in the direction that's like it's the first good rom-com because they don't end up together, and I'm like,
No. I
woof,
disagree.
woof. But the last 20 minutes is good, and I do see that, but like, you have to get through a lot of.
Do you like the editing of that movie?
No,
Why?
I think it's a gimmick.
That's fair. That's fair. I can see that. Do you think it's a bad gimmick?
I think
or
it's a
it
bad
just is a
gimmick.
gimmick?
I don't like
What's a movie that you think is a good gimmick?
Eternal Sunshine. Eternal Sunshine has a good gimmick.
Like I walked into that, so I'm not mad.
Like
Memento? Is that a good gimmick?
yeah.
Whoa!
Yes.
Same page.
I
I
would
literally
say
was like Memento, and he wrote Memento.
because I
Memento
feel
for
like
what?
Memento fully commits to the gimmick, while I don't think 500 Days of Summer does. And
I
it's
think
already
Memento
not
did
a
it.
good gimmick.
I think Memento was one of the first movies to really do it, though.
Yeah.
So I think that gets a pass. I think you did write it
it's-
first.
Yeah, I think you did. I mean,
It's
there's a
one of
lot
those
of
6
gimmick.
clips.
There's a lot of gimmick movies that like the first gimmick movie that's all in one take, is good. I forget what it's called, but it was back in the day
Man
when they
on
were
the
still
Moon.
shooting on film, so they literally had to hide cuts because they would run out of film. But other than that, they shot the whole thing in one take.
Wow.
What did you think of Birdman?
Birdman, amazing. I really like Birdman.
I liked it when I watched it, and afterwards I went, nah, it wasn't that good. Like in the moment, I was like, this is great, and then I finished it, I was like, nah.
Birdman's in like my top like 50 movies.
Okay.
I think like the cinematography is amazing. I really like the
What is your least favorite movie?
my oh my god. I don't
You got a least favorite movie? Oh, there's combos.
I don't know what my
That's
least favorite.
rad.
Want some
I
combos?
love some combos.
I don't
Love
what combo.
combos.
I don't know if I've ever had a combo.
Oh, you should have a combo.
Give me a combo.
Yeah, it's probably the pizza ones.
Yeah, these are just regular cheddar.
Alex, what's your least favorite movie?
Least favorite movie.
What's a movie that if I was like, hey, we're gonna watch this, you'd be like, I'd rather die.
Frozen.
No, it isn't.
No, I know. I'm just.
Solo?
Didn't see it.
Saw it.
Rogue One is the best Star Wars
Saw
movie.
it. Didn't hate it. Didn't like it. It was just kind of like, all right, I see what you're doing here, but I don't. It didn't. It didn't.
I
strike
didn't
with
see
me.
it, but what I heard is that it would be a good space adventure movie if it was disattached from all of
Yeah,
Star Wars.
actually, if it had nothing to do with like the Star Wars characters that it was supposedly setting up and everything, it would have been a fun, like, interesting. Like, it's a fun movie, you know. But that's about it, you know. I would love to see them do movies like do exactly that, but with just characters that we've like completely original characters, you know, and like just use the Star Wars universe and just come up with new cool
Or
stories.
extended lore characters.
You know?
and
Yeah.
everything.
Why do we have to
Oh,
keep
never
building off of the stuff that's already there and like making prequels and making backstories and stuff like that rather than just take that world? Yeah, I know. But like you have the Star Wars name, right? So why don't you just like make some cool fun stories with Star Wars that don't have to have Han Solo in all of them?
I couldn't hear you over the sound of the money rubbing.
so-
Yeah, I know.
So speaking of Star Wars, so
Never heard of it.
at my place
Love
of
Star Wars.
business, at my place of business that I work at,
Yeah.
they on one of the TVs there, they play one of the scenes from Star Wars over and over again.
Just one
Which
scene?
scene?
And it's from Star Wars 7
Okay.
because they play like newer movies.
Sure.
I've never heard someone refer to Star Wars.
Star Wars 7.
What's your favorite? Star Wars 5?
This film student motherfucker over here just refuses.
I'm more of a Star Wars 2 man
just
myself.
refuses to like watch Star Wars and like know anything about Star Wars.
Star Wars 7.
Star Wars 7's my favorite.
I knew which one he was. Like he wasn't wrong. We know which one he's talking about.
Hey,
Clip
didn't
that.
you say?
Clip Star Wars 7, please.
Didn't you say that words are just a form of communication, and if you understand what I'm talking about, then it did its job.
True, you did really call him out on that hard earlier before the stream. You were like, what is it? Communication is just based on understanding, so fuck right off. I believe
what you
those
said
were your
word
words.
for word.
I believe those were your words.
So anyway, Star Wars.
There's
7.
no clips. What's that mean?
It didn't happen.
Oh no.
That's alright. I'll say Star Wars 7 again. But in Star Wars 7, like,
Sure.
like they obviously they tie in all of the other, sisters and whatever.
Sure. Sure. Sisters.
But like just watching that scene over and over again without hearing the audio.
You didn't say which scene it was though.
It's the scene where it doesn't exist.
Oh, there's no clips of Dom saying that.
That's true.
Wow.
That's true.
Mm.
If it wasn't on stream, did it really happen?
Anyways, which scene?
It's the scene where Rey and Finn are like they're in that the place for the first time and the marketplace, and then they start to get hunted, and then they run, and the explosions are behind them.
Okay.
In the dunes,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's the shot from the trailer where she holds her hand out, and then he looks at it for a second and grabs it.
Yeah.
Just visually watching that scene, Rey and Finn are amazing characters.
Yeah.
And the casting for those actors, they're really good.
Finn was an amazing character right up until he didn't die.
Oh yeah.
Then
No.
the character was ruined.
I'm not defending 8 at all. 8's a different ball game. But in terms of just that character of Rey and Finn,
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I like them.
Yeah.
That's my whole opinion.
My whole opinion on Star Wars is Rogue One is the only one that matters because it's the only Star Wars movie that
It's
actually...
a war movie.
It is a war movie. It's the only one that knew what it was actually doing.
It's such a if you look back, it's such a stereotypical buddy war movie where
I don't care.
They have each. No, I'm not saying it's a
that was
bad
the only
thing.
one because I watched
It just
them.
really fits that
I watched them
that
all,
whole-
and I was like, this is not what I care about. I care about the politics of the war and the universe. It's the only one that felt like it took place in a freaking universe.
What? Then why don't you just go watch the movie Lincoln over and over again?
Because I don't have 6 hours of my life to stare at the pseudo-masturbatory performance of Abraham Lincoln.
Wait, you don't like Daniel Day-Lewis?
I do, but I will never like Daniel Day-Lewis as much as he likes Daniel Day-Lewis.
Pseudo-masturbatory.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Daniel Day-Lewis is a good actor.
He's a great actor, but the problem is he knows it. He's like a dog who realizes he's cute.
Oh no.
I don't think there's. I
What if
agree
Daniel
that there's
Day-Lewis
something
is
wrong with an actor that calls themselves a good actor. I don't think there's anything wrong with a dog that knows they're cute.
Oh, there's definitely something wrong with it.
No.
I think the culture of our society the dog fetishism has gotten out of control.
I feel that way.
Okay,
about
so
cats
here's
for the
the
last
thing.
4,000 years.
Yeah,
of human
no,
existence.
fuck cats. No, here's the thing though.
Cool.
I
That's
love
not gonna
I-
go over well with our one viewer.
Yeah, internet, fuck cats.
You
Wow.
trying
Throw
the
me out of the stream
internet
again. I
to
know.
fuck cats. The thing that
they love to do. Back to talking about furries. I was just getting to that. I was just gonna make that point.
One more, remove this man from the stream and you're out. Those are the rules.
That'll be 3 strikes.
That'll be
Yeah.
3.
I don't think any of the remove this man from the stream have been clipped,
Can we make
so
Kay the
no
moderator?
proof.
Yeah, you want to be our moderator moving forward? Good stuff.
No, but here's the thing with the dog fetishism that you were talking about, which poor choice of words, but I'll roll with
It's
it.
exactly
No,
what
well,
I
here's the
believe it
thing.
is.
Here's the thing. I have nothing wrong with people idolizing and loving dogs because they deserve it. They are absolutely amazing creatures. That being said, it physically pains me when I'm walking with someone and there's a dog that walks by and they go, "Ooh, doggy, look at the doggy," and start making voices and noises, or even if they just go even if they just make a voice that's a different voice and they're just like, "Ooh, a dog," And I'm like, what do you? Yeah, it's a dog. Like, I think it's adorable too, but I'm not gonna like.
I feel that way about baby talk. People who like talk differently to babies, I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't.
No.
don't do that.
They show their buttholes all the time.
Babies.
That's why we like them.
Cats? I know, it's terrible.
Sorry.
Dogs don't
don't have buttholes.
They do, and they like sniffing them, and that's fine. But they don't parade them around or shove them in your face like a cat does.
You wanna know why I use the phrase dog fetishism?
Sure.
It's not a furry joke. Because I think it's genuinely true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Back in the day when I was on Tinder on the reg,
Oh yeah, if you have a dog in your profile pic, you're set.
not just that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Not just that.
I kind of agree.
A lot of people think it's a way to make themselves more attractive by putting a filter over themselves to make themselves look like a dog.
Anyone who does the dog filter, immediately remove. Immediately remove.
By that being so normalized, along the side of have a dog or I don't care.
That's just furries. That's just softcore furryism.
That I would honestly say.
I think furries is about a persona.
anyone that goes
I think it's
that
an
crazy
actual
for
character
dogs
choice.
is
Yeah, maybe.
in that realm.
I don't think it is about being. I think it's about proving your cultural stance. Like you're saying, like I'm so hip with it. No, see, I think furryism is about the identity escape. For me, it's a more hardcore escapism.
You're right.
Because if you look at the culture of furryism, which I think is inherently wrong, it is a lot more about a persona. Like they literally call it a fursona.
I don't think it's inherently
It's about
wrong.
recognizing the character you want to be. It just happens to be an animal. I think with the Snapchat thing or like the dog fetishism, which I do think is an appropriate academic term for it.
Fair.
I think that this is about this idea of like social currency, and to me, I think they're trying to say that they're socially rich enough to be a member of the society because like a couple of people found the dog filter super funny, and now everyone wants to be on that cultural train.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm sure if you go back to it, there's like an early Snapchat like story of Kim Kardashian with a dog filter, and now that's why it's on everyone's Tinder profile or something along.
But the fact that
it
and
I don't think Kim Kardashian is a furry.
It still feels strong. And I think it just because it ties into the dog thing, because everyone goes crazy over dogs.
Well, I guess we have to say why as a society do we go crazy over dogs? What about dogs do we as a society think is valuable?
Ooh, hot take. The dog filter is just our modern day social media adaptation of sexy cat costume for Halloween.
Or Playboy Bunny.
Or Playboy Bunny. But like, it's the social media equivalent to those. To the costuming. The animal costuming. I'm astute too.
Hot take indeed. I don't know.
Hot cakes.
Hot cake coming at you.
I would love if we had an easy bake oven, and every time say,
Ooh, hot cake.
Ooh, a hot cake. Let's see who it is. And it just says you're wrong every time.
You turn it to the camera.
You're wrong.
Softcore furryism.
I don't know. I like dogs. They're cool. I think everyone loses
You like
their
dogs.
shit about
You just
them.
don't like dogs.
Yeah, I just don't like dogs. I just don't know why people lose their minds over them.
I think though there's an individual who I know isn't watching. So fuck you, Kristen. But there's a girl I know named.
It's a K. It starts with a K. Starts with a K.
No, there's a girl I know named Kristen who bought an animal so that something had to love her. And I don't mean that as like a harsh thing. Like that is the reality.
So
of
that
the
something
situation.
had to love her.
Yeah, genuinely.
Maybe
I
that is
get.
part of it.
I get.
No, like
okay.
she forced love on it, and now in turn she gets to pretend that it loves her back. And
See,
like,
that's the issue. Because I've thought about
if Kristen
this.
is actually in our household right now, that would be phenomenal. I have so many questions for you.
I've thought about this, and like I want a dog because I want something that unconditionally loves me. But saying that like you're forcing it to love you.
As you are.
That's, I mean, kind of.
You're
I wouldn't-
literally holding its life in your hands.
I don't think
It's
that's
stuck.
forcing it to love
I think
you.
having a pet is Stockholm Syndrome. That's my hot take.
Oh, come on. Come on.
I don't think that's an evil. I don't think that's an evil.
Are you
But
get-
I do think that is a reality of the situation.
I kind of agree with you.
You're not, you're not holding them against their will.
Can they leave?
Yeah, sure. Well, maybe not for some people.
You're gonna open your dog, the door, and go,
Sure.
all right, dog, old Yeller
If you
style,
want to go,
get.
if you want it, no, I'm not going to say get because then I'm telling them to leave, and that's just a different form of a command. But I will open the door and I'll say, "Hey, dog, here's my living space. You're welcome to it. Here's the door. You're welcome to that. Make your choice." And the dog will sit there and eat the treat out of my hand, and then I will close the door and say, "All right, good choice."
Stockholm
And then I will love the
Syndrome.
dog forever.
90%
You open the door and you say, "Hey, you know, the police are up there, or I'll feed you." And they're like, and then they go and sit back down on the couch.
No, the dog is not being brainwashed to think that the outside world is worse. It's not. It's not. It's not.
How many dogs are conditioned to hate car rides? I'm just saying, like,
Conditioned to hate car rides?
yeah, because every time you take them into the car, they go to the vet. Just like every time you release the prisoner, you
Oh,
take them
see,
somewhere.
I don't know. My dog loves car rides.
Yes, thank you. So the current conversation right now is owning a pet Stockholm Syndrome.
Oh, and there goes the video.
Hold on,
Hold on, we'll
sorry.
have it up in just a second. We
Hold on,
promise.
Hold on, sorry.
So is the? I'm guessing that the delay of the video is like the same as the delay of the audio, right? So like they'll notice that we noticed it right away.
Maybe.
Is that a thing? You know what I'm
there
saying?
we
You know what I mean?
This is if I can.
Like we
actually
see
kinda-
it go out, and then we're like,
There we go.
oh, and then they hear
Sorry
us
about
saying,
that.
Wait,
Sensor cleaning.
wait, Dan, come back and tell them the story of why our video cuts out, because I think it's very fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, this is a
It
good
is
one.
a good.
So
it
here's
is
a good
story.
lesson for any potential
Okay.
streamers out there.
So the DSLR we're filming with, it's a Canon T4i. If you want the specs, DM me.
Is it Stockholm?
But it's basically just a DSLR, which it's an old one if you know DSLRs. But even I just got a new camera that we're gonna start implementing soon. But so with a lot of DSLRs, like all the ones that Canon, Nikon, and everyone else makes, a lot of them have this cutoff where the screen will always turn off after 30 minutes. And you cannot override that. That's not something you can change in the settings. So I only learned the reason for this like a week ago. So in Europe, they have different taxes for different things, obviously. So there's taxes for still photography cameras and just like regular just cameras. And say those taxes are like here. But then anything that's classified as a camcorder or a video recording camera is up here. It costs more taxes. But the definition of what is a video recording camera is something that can record over 30 minutes of continuous footage. So Canon and other companies put this limitation in the camera so that way they have to pay less taxes because the camera is technically not a video recording camera. So they pay less taxes in Europe, but they still put the limitation on everybody, even though it's only saving them taxes in Europe.
Nice.
Yeah,
So that's why it's going to cut off every 30 minutes because we don't touch a button.
Yeah.
And because of tax evasion.
Tax evasion.
Sorry if I didn't explain that well, Kay.
No, I was
but
okay.
you know,
Dems the rules.
Them's the rules.
Dems don't.
It's kind of like how pizza's a vegetable according to U.S. tariff law. So if you import pizza, it comes in at the vegetable rate
Mhm.
and not the like made good rate.
That's
Yeah.
that's fun.
That's fun.
But yeah, that's why it cuts off because I literally cannot stop the camera from doing it. Well, I could, but why would I?
Why would
I like how I undermine
Yourself.
Why would we
Honestly.
care about the quality of this stream? Wait, so the new one doesn't have that, or does it?
No, the new one I have, it has it still.
Okay.
It's okay.
Because it's not like all of it. Like there are video cameras that are made without it, right?
Yeah, if it's a video camera that they paid extra taxes for.
Yeah. Yeah.
But most DSLRs have it.
Mm. That's unfortunate. Thanks, European Union. Thanks a lot.
Thanks
EU.
to EU.
More like PU.
What's your guys' opinions on Brexit?
Political stream!
Russia Pride!
Ooh, good callback. Good callback.
Damn.
You're not supposed to be funnier than us.
KM's been funnier than us this
The
whole
entire time. Brexit. I don't know if I'm cultured enough to fully be aware of the Brexit situation.
I've read up on it an okay amount. Hey guys,
This is your stream, KM. This is your stream.
Yeah, we are, so to speak, reviewing the video essay that is your comment section.
We are in the Stockholm syndrome of
the doobly-doo.
Oh man, yeah, there's our episode name, the Stockholm syndrome of the doobly-doo.
Furry edition.
Furry,
Softcore furry edition.
Damn.
Russian pride.
But yeah, anyways, I read up on political things sometimes. And
that could not have sounded less convincing to me.
I don't know.
I'm familiar with this politic.
It's so hard to say that you're well versed in in politics, because then someone's just going to be like, oh yeah, I bet you don't know these 10 articles that say this.
What do you think is better, Brexit or Tangled?
Definitely Brexit.
It's not even a question. Not even a question.
Man of culture, I see.
Tangled is way better than Brexit.
I agree.
Tangled is infinitely
I will
better.
give you that.
Put Tangled on the side of a bus, not Brexit.
What do you think is better, like Brexit or like the Panama Canal?
Oh, I'm not allowed to go to Panama, so I'm going to say Brexit.
I know you're not allowed to go to Panama.
Well, can you get away with going through the Panama Canal though?
No,
Isn't that technically international waters?
It used to be owned by America, and then we gave them the rights back. So
we
it
felt
is
bad.
we did. I think we had like a political negotiation. So
I
we
mean,
gave
it
them
was
the canal
pretty
back.
fucked up what we
Yeah,
did.
because
to them.
we were making all the money from it.
Yeah, we were
Hey,
like,
can we dig a hole through your country
Yeah.
and then take the money?
hey, you guys can still say this is your country and everything, but we're just gonna dig a real big hole right through it, and we're gonna take all the money.
Hey, we need to get to the other side, and we voted without your consent, and we've decided your country is the skinniest.
Your country's getting the hole.
And nowadays we just decided to dig our hole in our own country.
That's true.
Politically.
Digging
And
an
Flint
upward
still doesn't
hole.
have clean water. That's
And
political.
Flint still sets their water on fire.
Go, hey viewers, go donate to Flint.
To America.
Go to
Please donate to our country. We're in need.
Did you know America receives
I don't have AirPods, please.
America
Donate.
receives foreign aid, but it is the unilateral government policy to reject all foreign aid. Other countries send us foreign aid during hurricane season and stuff, and it is the policy of the United States to send it
To
back.
just say no.
Nope.
Yeah.
American Charity Stream.
Yes! We are here fundraising money for America. Please donate. It will go to a good cause.
Did you know 1 in 4 people is an American? It's true. It's a sad fact. You know.
One in 4 people is diagnosed with American.
I'm sorry, China's on the line. Who do I have to talk to?
We inflated some things.
We got India too.
All I'm saying is,
What is it actually? 1 in 17?
Probably
What do the numbers
something
work
like
out
that.
to?
Well, what? The billion people in China, billion people in India.
we're the 3rd largest by landmass and population.
We're the 3rd largest population.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't there more people in?
There's
No,
People
people
in
in
the
the
city of
countries are so
Manhattan.
small.
There's more people in New York City than there are in the bottom 30 countries.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's
Well, yeah.
8 million people in one
Yeah.
city.
Well, no, yeah, we have.
And we have 9 of them.
Oh, we are very high up on education as well. Yeah.
It's true.
Please donate to America. Some of it may go to education. I
You
can't promise
may
that,
know an
though.
American.
You
There could be an American in your family. You
have
never know.
Have you or a loved one been diagnosed with being an American?
Donate now
Please.
to our
Yeah,
relief fund.
Normally, these kind of things go into like financial compensation for you for having that issue, but we're asking you to please donate, and maybe that money will get back to you. So that's the beauty of America. You
Trickle down economics.
Yeah, you put your money somewhere. Maybe it'll get back to you.
True.
Who knows?
Maybe more, probably not.
Probably not. Probably not.
But didn't you have fun along the way? And isn't that what really matters?
I feel like that's such a good motto for America. We had fun along the way.
200 years and counting some of them.
Oh man. Hey guys, wasn't it fun when we dumped all that tea in that Boston harbor?
What are some good America slogans? Let's rebrand America.
I like didn't we have fun along the way?
That's a really good one.
Cause you can get away with anything. You could like kill everybody and just be like, yeah.
And America does that.
Yeah.
Donate today.
Donate today.
It will most likely go toward war efforts.
Jesus.
We're really good at that.
How did this actually become a political stream? We were joking before that we're like, oh, we should do political. And then we're like, no, we're not going to do that. And then we were doing it.
Here we are doing it.
Here we are.
Support the troops.
Support the troops.
Oof. That's a lot to unpack.
Did I tell
I'm
you?
going to put that box
Did
away.
I tell you guys? Oh, I was going to bring up
Video
a story
essays.
about how someone was yelling at me for not supporting the troops.
No, please tell me that.
Okay. So at my place of work,
Eat my chirp.
Chirps.
at my place of work, I work customer facing.
Mm-hmm.
I like how I'm trying to be really vague.
People
I
buy
already insulted
things.
Kristen. That's fine.
People buy things at your place of work.
Some would say the best of things.
Some would say the best of things where they buy them.
There's a great comedian joke I heard one time. And it was
We're about to get doxxed.
and it was like we got raided once, and the guy was like, "I used to work at a gas station. I can't tell you which one for legal reasons. I will tell you it adds up to 18." Which is an amazing joke.
It's such a good line.
Anyways,
So I was there. So I was finishing.
Right, so people were buying
I was
the best
finishing the
things.
exchange.
Uh-huh.
'Cause they were doing like a return and stuff. And I tell them like, oh, and the final total is it just comes to $5 or whatever. And then it's an elderly woman and an elderly man that's Dan hates the truth. Yeah.
We're getting to that part.
Woman and an elderly man that's there, and he goes, "It comes to $50." And I'm like,
That is
no,
exactly
I'm like, no, it's $5. And his wife is like, he said $5. Why don't you listen more? And he's like, oh, $5, that's better. And then I'm like, oh, don't worry, I just need to work on my diction a little more. Like just like blowing it off. It's like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's just like, oh, just ignore him. He can't hear anything anymore. And then he's like, yeah, that's what happens when you serve in the war.
Classic.
And then I
did he say the war?
yeah,
Of course.
he didn't specify which war.
I didn't
Yeah.
say
The war, yeah. And then I, in a moment of uncomfortableness, I'm just like, oh, and then like move on with it. And then 5 seconds later, like I'm finishing the thing, and he's like, that's when you're supposed to say thank you for your service.
No.
Oh,
no.
man.
And then I'm like,
Oh, man.
and then I'm like, oh.
Oh,
And then I'm
okay.
like, oh.
Oh, good.
And then before I could say it, his wife was like, leave him alone. And then he like,
Oh, I would
and then he shuffles
I would
away.
have been livid.
And I'm like,
Ooh.
not that I don't like troops. They do great stuff. They put their lives on the line. I like.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
We're not gonna have this
But you
conversation.
but like,
demand it.
obviously,
on.
U.S. military does dumb stuff. But like in terms of, on the individual level, what people are doing, they're obviously trying to put a good foot forward and they're doing good stuff, and I do respect that. But
Sure.
I'm not going to, I don't know, say thank you for your service every time
Did
somebody's
he thank
there.
you for your service?
Oh, yeah, your customer.
I'm not gonna make that argument.
You gave him You gave him a 1,000% discount. Or no, what would it would be a 95% discount, right?
Sure.
90.
Yeah, based on what he heard. Yeah.
Why am I not mathing this? Yeah,
It's
you gave
95.
him,
Yeah.
you gave him.
He thought he was
No,
going
because
to
it
pay
was 5.
50.
No, it would be a not. No, this isn't working. I think it's 1,000%. I think it's math is hard.
Yeah, you're right.
Why is anyways? You gave him a very
I
substantial
did.
discount.
I gave him. That's the military.
My
discount.
joke was ruined by my bad math skills.
It is 95%. You were about
95.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for that quick math.
I did it
Quick
right.
math.
I did
Man,
it
not
right. I'm not that bad at math. I'm just bad at
Confidence.
Man, not hot. Yeah. It's just an interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not about
Ooh.
that, but I do still respect.
That's
that,
another.
obviously,
That's
but-
another slogan for America. What I just said while you guys were quick mathsing, which is, I'm not bad at math. I'm just bad at confidence.
Oh no.
No,
America's
that's
the opposite.
That's the opposite.
I'm not bad at confidence. I'm just bad at math.
One
Yeah.
time, my dad hit me because I told him that the Great Depression was a man-made problem, and he backhanded me.
How would
And I was
not
like,
be a man-made problem?
The Dust Bowl.
it was basically no, because the Dust Bowl like nature, but
Yeah.
also a man-made problem because
Yeah.
of poor farming technique.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Isn't the Dust Bowl?
But I
like
was
a
like,
Super Bowl?
you ever realize that the Great Depression was entirely our own fault? And he was like, what? No. And I was like, well, it was entirely a man-made problem. How come we couldn't make a man-made solution to fix it? And he, growing up as the child of two very poor people in the Great Depression, did not take that well.
Yeah,
It wasn't up to the poor people to fix the problem.
I'd say my depression is a man-made problem.
My depression is woman-made.
Whoa!
Oh!
We're not going there.
Oh! That one tasted good, you guys.
Did it?
Yeah.
Drink to
No,
that.
that tasted
Mm.
bad.
Show and tell
I'm
hates
sorry,
the poor.
ladies.
I thought you were gonna say show and tell hates the poor. Damn!
Dad hates the troops!
Honestly, if you keep that bit going, I won't stop you. Honestly,
Steve's and
I'll wear a shirt that says I hate the troops if you send it to me.
that is a bold claim.
Not in public, but on the internet.
Let's not go down that route.
I do think I would have been a draft dodger if I was in the 70s. I would like to say that.
Well, I would dodge the draft.
For sure, dodge the draft.
What do you guys think? Do you
If
guys
you can
think
dodge
I
a
would've-
draft, you can dodge.
Do you guys think I
You
would
would have
have?
signed up before they even sent it to you, you piece of shit. You would have been that happy-go-lucky
You
kid.
Captain America motherfucker, you!
You would have been on the helicopter, being like, "Oh no, I volunteered," and all the other people are like, "I got recruited out of a small field. I hid in a dead ditch, and they found me on the side of the road." And you would be like, "Oh no, I didn't
glad to be here, you guys!
It was just this or college, and I figured education's always gonna be there."
The war's not.
Oh, yep. Never an opportunity.
opportunity!
Is that Goofy joins the war?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go off the front lines.
Oh, I wouldn't be
I hear
surprised.
Charlie likes napalm.
I wouldn't be surprised. Hold on. I wouldn't be surprised at all if there is some Disney Channel propaganda of like Goofy, at least in like a helmet and soldier boots.
I want you to give me a rubber for my tank. No, there was. Well, yes and no. So there was anti-war propaganda, but Disney also did send Hitler private collections of cartoons. So
Does he? Who
Wow.
has those? Then?
Crazy.
Who has those?
I don't know.
Could I
Hitler?
buy
A German national collection somewhere, probably.
you know
Germany messed up so badly a few years ago.
I thought you were gonna say during World War II.
You guys, right around like the 1940s, Germany
Germany's
just
never-
made such a big.
Wait, Germany's
Uh-oh.
never made a mistake.
Hold
But
on.
a couple of years ago, it did finally.
All right, hot take. I don't know how everyone's gonna think about
Stop.
it.
Oh no!
Buckle.
Oh boy, here we
I
go.
was just gonna say hot take. I think Germany really messed up during World War II.
Germany really goofed. That they did.
Goofy.
That they did.
Oh my God! Now Goofy, he's going to war, but for the Nazis.
Stop. There is a philosophical theory that eventually all conversations will turn to Nazi or become about Nazis.
Wow, we got there. It took us an hour and 51 minutes. We did it, everyone.
And that's with the audio on.
I'm sorry, I'm not. You want me to be in front of the camera but run everything behind it?
All I'm saying is Germany, one goof. Dan, multiple goofs.
Wait. What is this one?
Germany,
What is this?
Wait, okay, so what was the modern
What
goof
is
that
this
you were
one
getting
goof
to?
that happened?
I want to hear, I want to hear the modern day goof.
They decided. Please hang with me.
Okay.
They decided that the Jewish population was too low in Germany, so people weren't being exposed to Jewish culture for reasons, and whatever they may be.
Right, who knows?
And they had this is terrible. They had a museum exhibit, which was the most well-intentioned. They really wanted to expose Jewish culture.
Yeah.
So they built a glass cage.
Oh my god.
A living Jewish person in it, and called it Jew in a Box. And you were supposed to come and ask this kind of Jewish German person about Jewish history and their culture. But everyone immediately was like, you can't have an exhibit called Jew in a Box in Germany. Which is terrible. So that's the only time Germany's ever messed up, clearly.
Why wouldn't they just have like the person there just like, sitting there and then you can talk to them like, you know?
Daniel, that is too obvious of a question.
Because that's not catchy. It's Jew in a box, not Jew there. That's a person that you can talk to that isn't restrained.
Jew, living human being who we should respect. No, Jew in a box.
Oh man. Wow,
Man.
what a goof.
It's one of those things where like, if I didn't believe it, I wouldn't believe it.
Only because of your upstanding character do I believe that true. If anyone told me that, I'd be like, you're making that up.
True. It does sound like a thing I would know.
Do you also like how I turned that into a compliment for you?
It feels vaguely insulting, but I'm
What? How?
Yeah, the sequel to Dick
Like
Box.
Can we talk about how the tickets to the Lonely Island concert were like $230 each?
Oh man.
That's rough.
It's sad.
How much would you guys spend on a concert?
70's my max.
You mean how much have I spent on a concert?
What is that?
Both? I want
Well,
both.
okay, do you count festivals?
No.
No, because
Okay.
that's
Very
different.
It's
Alright.
multiple.
Okay.
That's- yeah.
Most on a single concert.
Yeah, one concert. It depends who it is. Because I have like my normal max is 70, but if it was like one or three people, I could see myself going well above that. Like
So my
I would do 130 for my top, I think.
I normally am at like 50,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would cap for like 100 if it's like my top 4.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too.
I think I want to say the highest I've done for a single show was 100, or
Okay.
like right around 100.
Who was that?
Muse.
You.
I think it was the first time I saw Muse.
Ooh,
That's
that's
pretty
good.
And it was the first time I saw Muse, which was their Drones tour, which if you are not familiar was like so after they did that tour, they were like, we can't do a tour like that ever again because the special effects were so demanding on them that they were like physically and mentally exhausted by the end of the tour. Because the show was amazing. Every night it was so good.
How many times did you see it?
No, well, okay, no, I mean every night of that tour. Like I only saw it once for that tour, but yeah.
I followed them around. I just glued myself.
Dude, there are
to the
people
top of
that
their
there are
show.
people that go to there are people that go to every single show,
That's
like
so expensive.
every single one. I know, I don't understand. Like, what do you do as a job? Because you
You're a
can't.
groupie.
But
Not a job.
that doesn't pay. You pay for the ticket.
Maybe they'll notice you and then you'll get married into the royalty
Maybe.
of the band.
That's that. We can only hope.
Do you like how I said that in like a quiet, hopeful, like maybe it'll happen?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Who would you spend a lot of money for to see?
Tim Minchin.
Oh yeah.
If Tim Minchin did another comedy tour, which is musical, I could see myself paying $200 for it.
I'd go.
But just because he is such a personal idol of mine. Like, he is my artistic, like, muse, hero. Like, he is, like, the pinnacle of, like, what I would like to be as a performer kind of thing.
I just think he's really funny.
Yeah,
and
I also think he's an extremely talented human
I don't know
individual.
who this person
Really
is.
talented.
He is a comedian from Australia, Perth, Australia, who got famous in around 2005. He is a classically trained pianist who went to an art school for it. Developed a really strong comedic voice, being a kind of edgy, but from a more academic, and as opposed to like angry, like atheist bend. Who got most of his stuff in a like music because he's such a good pianist. He then left comedy to go work on Broadway. So he wrote the soundtrack for the Matilda show, as well as which was a Tony Award-winning soundtrack, as well as Groundhog's Day.
Wikipedia page review stream.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm a huge fan of his. The way he talks about like interpreting art and that kind of stuff, like, I'm like very involved with. So I would pay that for that. I almost bought the $120 tickets for the ELO concert, but then I just decided it wasn't worth it.
I've heard of ELO, but I have no idea. What
Electric Light Orchestra.
Okay,
I guaranteed you've seen 400 movies that all have their songs in it.
probably.
Mr. Blue Sky.
Yeah.
Telephone.
I don't really know Mr. Blue Sky.
Yeah.
Caravan Palace.
We are gonna go see that concert.
I want to see a Caravan.
It's in
Palace
October.
show. Oh really?
Yeah.
They're still selling tickets.
I think so. We should all go.
Yeah, I want to see Caravan Palace.
KM and I were gonna go to the other one, the last one that came to Philly,
Uh-huh.
and then one night we literally was like, whatever happened to that concert? And it turns out it was that exact night, so we did not go.
Guys, so I have seen Silver Sun Pickups live once before.
I have no idea who
But it was
Is it that
in
song Lazy Eye?
yeah, I think so. Yeah. And they have I really like Silver Sun Pickups.
Okay.
They've got a really cool sound. But I saw them like with a few other bands, including Cage the Elephants. They weren't like yeah, it was a really awesome concert because it was Silver Sun Pickups, Cage the Elephant, Bare Hands and Foals, which Bare Hands and Foals are a little less well known, but just seeing Silver Sun Pickups and Cage the Elephant together was like freaking awesome. But so I saw that, and they were in Philly, and I was going to see Silver Sun Pickups like their own concert at the Fillmore, I think. And I got the tickets and everything, and then we scheduled Friendsgiving and hosted it at my place. And then like the week of the show comes around, and I was like, oh my god, it's the same night as Friendsgiving.
Oh no.
And like I can't bail on Friendsgiving because I'm hosting it. So I have to miss the concert.
Did you miss the concert?
I missed the concert.
No! You should have bailed.
Yeah, it was. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Friendsgiving, and that was a really fun time and everything.
Very
but
special.
like,
Good bonding moments.
yeah, always. But yeah, I miss Silver Sun, and I really hope they come back because I really want to see them.
People were really, my freshman year, people were really into Streetlight Manifesto.
Oh my god.
And I listened to it, and I was like, this is fine. Like, people were like, this is the next, like, the end all be all music, and I listened to it, I was like, this is acceptable.
I've been to a Streetlight Manifesto concert.
Have you?
I got stuck in a mosh pit for 3 songs and I was just actively trying to get out of it. Yeah, because my 2 of my friends my freshman year really liked them. I listened to the music. I like Streetlight is like the music that I like when I listen to it. I'm like, this is good music. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's literally how I
Yeah.
felt listening. I was like, I can tell why people like this.
So
Next.
Yeah.
So after that concert, I got stuck in that. So literally, because I've only been to one other concert before this, my Streetlight Manifesto.
Oh,
concert.
wow.
I got really late into the concert game.
Yeah.
Like I've only been to like 8 concerts in my life.
What was your first concert?
But my first concert was for a YouTube band called Pomplamoose. that.
Oh, I've heard of Papa Moose.
Yeah.
That
And
I
my
used
friend-
to really like them.
My friend
actually.
Kevin really liked them, and he was like, "You coming to this?" And that was like my freshman year of college.
No, they're
and
really
I was there.
good. It's like a
Nice.
girl and a guy, right?
Yeah. They
Yeah,
do
they're
mostly
really
covers.
good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Oh, they have that amazing cover of Sandman.
Yes.
That's how I.
Yeah, they do good stuff. Papa Moose on
What was your
YouTube.
first concert?
Blue Man Group.
Oh, I was. My dad went.
I don't know
to
if
a
that
Blue-
counts, but that was my first.
My
concert.
dad went to a Blue Man
Oh,
Group
then
show.
I went to Blue Man Group first.
My dad went to a Blue Man Group show, and I was like too young at the time.
That's
I was
a
only
damn
like
shame.
6 or something, and like ever since then,
My
I've
dad took me
wanted
to
go.
it because we used to watch the same clip of them on the PBS pledge break every time, where they get cereal stuck all over their face. Very classic. We watched it all the time, so my dad was, we should just go see them.
Yeah, because I remember as a kid I was always like hyped up on Blue Man Group of like, oh, this is so cool, and like my dad would like show me videos of them, and I'm like, oh, this is awesome, it's so good. And then like, no, you know what it might have been? I think he might have like seen them like before, or like when I was like real small or something like that. But then like later he was like, hey, check out this band that I've seen, and I'm like, oh, I want to see them too.
There was I have a guy I know who we're Facebook friends. We used to do theater stuff. He auditioned for the Blue Man Group and got to the final callback. He didn't make it, but he was
Just wasn't blue
he
enough.
just wasn't blue enough. He didn't dab when he should have D'd. But no, but it was just it was cool watching his through the process, because every couple weeks he'd be next round of Blue Man Group kind of thing. He's apparently for your final callback they do a full makeup on you,
Right,
and,
of course, they
show
have to.
you how to
Yeah,
be-
sure.
Yeah, it was just super cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So at the Streetlight Manifesto concert.
Right, yeah. Peeling back the layers.
So they're like, all right, it's gonna be mosh pit. You're gonna be ready for it. And I'm like, I'm not going in a mosh pit. But so everyone's crowded. Everyone's there it's before the concert starts. Everyone's just it's a packed room, and this is the first time I'm in a packed room concert, because the Papa Moose one obviously wasn't a packed room. It was full, but it wasn't
Sure.
packed.
Yeah.
But they're just all right, so just damn
Aw,
it every time,
nuts.
right in the middle of my story.
Oh, okay. So at every half hour and 5 minute mark is when it goes out. So we can kind of
Gauge it.
maybe be ready for it at that point. I mean, I don't know if we're going to be going on for
For
another half hour or
5
so.
minutes.
Probably not.
Roll it out.
But anyway,
Who knows?
sorry, man.
I'm having fun.
We're also temporarily blue while the camera comes back on, so we are.
We are the Blue Man Group. Yes. Guys, I have seen them.
We are
Right there.
So they're just yeah. So the second that the music starts, everyone's just gonna push you from behind, and I'm like, okay. And they're like, you should be ready for it. I'm like, okay, I'm ready for it.
Not ready.
I was
for it.
not ready. So we're about 30 feet, 40 feet away from the stage,
Right.
and everyone's regularly spaced.
Mhm.
And then the second the music starts, my feet are no longer on the ground, and I am flying towards the stage. And I'm like, what? And I am 10 feet away from the stage
Oh my
when we're
God.
there. Everyone compressed that
Smashed.
much. And then I'm
Wow.
like, oh my God. And there's everyone around me, and they're going crazy.
Well, were they moshing?
And I'm like,
What?
no.
Oh, that's separate. Okay.
So yeah, so I'm there, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then I was like, and I'm trying to get into it, and I'm like, wow, concert. I'm so uncomfortable. But then the area that I'm in goes into a mosh pit during the craziness of the song, and I'm directly in the middle of it.
Nice.
And I'm like, oh jeez. So I'm just I'm stuck in the middle. My friend Kevin is in the mosh pit having fun himself, and I'm like, Kevin, and he can't hear me over the music. I'm like, Kevin, I'm stuck here.
Oh my God.
And then I slowly nudge my way out of this. It takes another 2 songs to get out, and then I just
Those are long songs,
I
too.
swim
I'm familiar.
through the crowd.
Oh
I just get to the back, and I'm just up against the wall, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch the concert from back here. And then that's how the rest of the night went.
Wow.
Wait, Alex, what was your first concert?
First concert was Gorillaz on their
Oh.
Plastic Beach tour.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It was
I would go
great.
back in time and pay $200 to go to that concert.
It wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap. But yeah,
Plastic
that
Beach
was.
is my favorite album by that.
Oh, well, I do really love. What's it,
I like
the
this-
Now Now. I don't like humans, but I like the now.
I like humans, but Plastic Beach is like peak gorillas for me.
Yeah,
I like
well, I
this-
agree with that.
I like their self-titled the most. I genuinely do though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it is
really.
good. I mean, like Plastic Beach and everything before it is just all really solid
Yeah.
gorillas. And then I think for me personally, they tried changing it up too much with
Yeah.
humans, and it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel like them, and I wasn't really
Just too
grooving
many
with any
features.
of them. Yeah, maybe that was it
Wait,
too.
while we're continuing our theme of video essay reviews, there is a really, really awesome one from a guy who came out of nowhere, put out like 12 videos. All of them have the best editing in a YouTube video I've ever seen,
Wow.
and then disappeared. His name is Captain Christian, with a K.
Okay.
And one of his really popular ones, first ones, is all about like how the gorillas transcend genre. But if you ever get a chance, do go back and watch these like Captain Christian videos because they're all like every one of them is about a different topic. Like the one about, I'd really recommend the one about like Godzilla and nuclear war and like how that changes things and like.
Wow.
And then he does one about like Looney Tunes and Invader Zim, like all these like cool things. But there's only 12 of them, and they're all phenomenal.
And then he just disappeared.
And then he just disappears, and
Wow.
everyone's like, he posted one video like a year ago. It is a video essay review stream, because all we do is watch video essays. I'm not gonna lie, I watch an absurd number of video essays.
I don't really watch that many. For some reason, they come up way more than what I've actually watched. And I think that's just because, like, talking with you guys, especially you, Dan, it's like we talk about like film and like filmography and things like that, and like the only things that I really know about filmography is through like the few video essays I've seen.
I watched so many. There's like, let's see, you got Lindsay Ellis, you got Folding Ideas, Every Frame of Painting, Nando V Movies. Who else do I watch? Captain Midnight is one I started watching recently. NerdSync, really good. They do a lot of comics video essays. You should watch NerdSync. You'd love it.
Do either of you guys like watching video essays about video games?
Sometimes it depends
Because
on
you
it.
know Game Maker's Toolkit.
Qualifies.
No, but I did watch a lot of extra credits.
Oh, is that? Are we
know.
counting that as video essays?
Yeah, definitely
What's
it's a video
extra
essay.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, I guess
It's definitely a
extra
video
credits
essay.
is, yeah.
Although now they've gotten like this whole history thing, which was cool at first, and I supported it, but now I'm like, nah, I don't care.
Mm.
You, of all people, would probably really like Game Maker's Toolkit. You would also. But like, it just like breaks down like the fundamentals of video games like so much.
Yeah.
And like each topic is like great. And he also does this whole series called Boss Keys where he follows he goes through every main title Legend of Zelda game and deconstructs how the
Oh, that does sound awesome.
the dungeons are set up
I'm
and
gonna
how
have
it
to watch
like
this when I get
evolves.
Oh man, that's a lot.
Yeah, you know who
It's really
actually
good.
has some of the best video essays is Vox. The Vox
Oh,
video
yeah.
essays, they're all like 5-6 minutes long, but genuinely some of the content that they produce for those is phenomenal. Like also second best editing, it's like Captain Christian, Vox, and then everyone else. No, seriously though, like the Vox video essays are great, as well as the Netflix Explained, which they have on YouTube as well as on Netflix. They're about 18 minutes long each. Really solid video essays. They go into some really nuanced things. So one of them would be like gender politics, but it's not or the wage gap, but it doesn't just talk about the wage gap, but it talks about like, here's a country that fixed it, and it explores how Iceland like solved the wage gap issue. Or it'll talk about like cannabis, but it'll actually talk about like the genetic makeup of marijuana and like how it differs and that kind of thing. So it just takes these concepts that are kind of like meh, and talks about them in a much more like accessible but also interesting frame of reference. I watch a lot of video essays.
Nice.
Yeah, politics and video essay reviews.
Yeah.
That's Vox essentially. It's like genuinely like you just put the
I think
We
that
are
was
Vox.
us, but
we are Vox.
Yeah.
we are.
I'm Spartacus.
I feel like KM, if you come back, you're gonna be disappointed in our future streams.
He knows about.
He
him.
knows about us.
We've established KM is down to remain. He's seen us. Were you just not paying attention to that part?
No.
Okay.
There's a lot of jokes you didn't get then.
Okay. How many times did Dom have to accurately predict exactly what he was going to say in the comments before he said it for you to realize that it was his roommate?
Wait, were you really blown away?
Yeah, how amazing was that moment? For the director's cut moment, if Dom didn't know KM in your headcanon, that was clairvoyant.
Wow. You must think of me so different. Oh man.
Here's the other part of this stream, revelations.
Wait, is this a bit or did you genuinely...
Everything I know is a lie.
I wasn't even like one time I said it. I've
No.
multiple times been like,
We've just been covering that
we've
throughout
had
the
a
stream.
conversation about this.
We have the Suicide Squad poster in our...
We have the Suicide Squad in our house. Or you said something about cats and I was like, he's not gonna like that. We talked about that before.
I thought you were just personifying the person.
We're making up a backstory for him.
That's what I was doing.
Oh my god, Dan, what is wrong with you?
Alright, dream's over.
We can call it there, that's fine. It's 11 something. Oh my god.
Wow.
Well, thanks for tuning into our politics stream.
Yeah, that was fun. This has been fun.
This has been a good time.
I feel cheated and lied to.
Thanks to those people who rated us earlier. You're the real MVPs.
Thanks to the Raiders.
In memoriam, Mr. Noodles.
That's actually sad.
It is sad. And Dan's a sense of reality.
Rip Dan's reality.
Oh my god.
This stream was better than Frozen. I agree.
Yes, 100%. That we can all agree on.
And I think if there's one thing that we should all go out on, it's Russian pride. So,
Russian
pride.
Not gonna do that.
I'll see you at home, Miles.
God damn.
The invented backstory.
Invented backstory.